Okay, I'm going to be brutally honest with you here, guys.
Yeah.
I'm literally sitting in my work parking lot right now with my gaming headset, on from my phone.
Who was that?
All right,
and that was honest last time. Did the same thing.
Yeah. Because my wife put away my nice blue microphone. She's all, fuck this. I hate you on podcast.
Oh, no.
That's a whole nother thing. No, it's okay. We just gotta. I just gotta make sure fucking she don't find out about this, or she'll hang me by my nuts.
That's fine.
But it's fine. But dude, I'll be driving home in LA traffic, so I got plenty of time when it comes to that, and I can explain away. Oh, baby, hey, sorry, baby, there's a little bit of traffic. Take a little while to get home.
Yeah,
it's not a big deal as long as you don't mind maybe someone honking at me or something.
Oh,
like that.
no, we want that realism, dude. We want the realism.
You'll hear me cussing at some guy.
I would love to see people watching you with your gaming headset on driving home. That's what I want to see.
They're gonna think I'm special, man. It's okay.
I love it.
Like I'm special, so it's all right. It's all right.
I hope we can get Jay to drive by you and take a picture of you.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, you know what? Thanks for listening to us today. Welcome to episode 90. Damn, Hazel. 90.
I know, man. I know. We're almost at your age.
Oh, yeah. You were getting close. Getting close. What was I saying? Oh, of Guardian Down Cast. We're a couple dads that talk about all things in the Destiny universe. And we interview content creators and community members to find out more about them. We're the show that hates Cadle as much as you do. I'm your host.
It's Keitel.
No, Actually, they said in the doc, they said Kaedel.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like,
what are they trying to do to us?
I don't know, man. It's bad enough. We is it presage? Is it presage? What the hell, guys?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I listened to Truth Lives podcast, and they had Kingsley on, and Kingsley gave him this like speed run of like, how do you say this?
Yeah, I heard that.
And it was presage, is how it is actually said, apparently, in the video.
Right.
According to Osiris. But in the video, they were like calling it presage and presage and shit
okay.
like that.
All right. I got it. Here we go. I got this handled. Here we go.
Oh, God help us.
We're the show that hates Cadle as much as you do. I'm your host, the Gator, and my co-host Hazel is here as well. Hey, man, how you been? How's your week been? Oh, by the way, which job did you take?
Fucking life, man. I ended up taking the back office job, but life sort of dictated that. So now, just today, life has changed again. So now I'm sort of trying to go back and see if I can take the other job.
What? Life is funny.
Yeah, I haven't signed anything, so I'm just kind of like...
Oh, then you're good. As long as your name's on the dotted line, brother, you're good.
Yeah, but I just kind of feel like a dick now. But
whatever. You'll forget about it in a month.
Yeah.
So, so that's been my week.
Okay.
What about you, man?
My week's been good. I'm good, man. You know what? Life is good. My dad had a little scare there for a while, and we just found out today that everything's fine. He's got some kind of infection or something. They're trying to find it, but
that's awesome.
It wasn't awesome. Cancer, so I mean,
that's good.
That was the great news I heard today. So hey, well, this week we have a community member that's in several of our shared Discords, and honestly, I've just always wanted to know more about this guy, and we're finally glad to finally get him on the show tonight. It's our friend GorillaGolf. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing amazing, guys, and I feel I'm super just excited to be here. This is like my small little dip of a toe back into podcasting, and I'm so appreciative you guys wanted me. I can't believe you wanted me on here. I'm nothing anymore, man. But I truly appreciate you guys having me on. I'm doing great, and I'm just really happy to be here.
Excellent, man. No,
It was far from nothing, man.
It was totally worth the wait, dude. Yeah, the inside information to our listeners out there. I think it's been almost a year we've been trying to get this guy on board. It's been a while. I mean, we'll get into it. We'll get into it because I know there's reasons why, but we'll get into that later. So I just want to give a quick overview of what's gonna happen tonight on our show. First, obviously, we're gonna hear about GorillaGolf, his family life, what got him into the game we love. Next, we're going to test his twitch reflexes in our new and further improved Fast Fire segment we call, the speed run. Hazel's gonna go over the TWAB for the 9th week of season of the Chosen. Do you have like a 4-year-old
version of it?
You'll be fine, dude. These questions aren't that hard. Come on.
We'll ask you the questions that we asked Kingsley's wife, and you'll get 39.
Oh my God. Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy. Well, Hazel is going to go over the TWAB for this 9th week of Season of the Chosen, and it's a juicy one. We'll answer community questions, lots of community questions tonight.
Oh, boy.
And finally, we'll add 2 songs to each of us to our award-winning Guardian Down Cast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. All right, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's jump in. Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Down Cast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or, you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what pics our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or Hazel, just visit our website at GuardianDownCast.com for all the contact information and where else you want to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like. Right from your browser.
Don't you or me, man. Anyway, so hey, Guardians, check us out, and later, Guardians.
Toddles.
Hey, that's my line, man.
Well, hey, GorillaGolf, again, thanks very much for coming on the show tonight, man. We're excited to hear a lot about you here tonight. And you said you were an open book, so we're going to dive in deep, man. Let's start with this. Where are you from, man?
Okay, so I was born in New York. I was 6 months old. My parents decided, hey, let's move across the country. And we moved to California. I was raised in a small little mountain town in Southern California called Crestline. There till I was 10 years old. Long story short, parents, were divorced. So, my mom stayed up in Crestline. My dad moved to a smaller city called Glendora. So I moved there with my dad, and was there for most of my childhood. And then now currently I'm living in a town called Norco, California. But we are, I'm sure we're going to get into this more. But we're going to be moving here pretty soon off to Texas. So another chapter going on in the life, man. Big things are moving right now.
Well, awesome. that answered my growing up question. But what do you do for a living, man? What do you do to pay the bills these days?
So, for the past, let's see, God, how long have I been in this business? I've been a golf professional I've been in the golf industry since I was 18 years old. I took a small break when I was 22, between 22 and 26, to be an EMT. I was an EMT. I was driving an ambulance for 4 years in downtown LA, which was
oh boy,
crazier than shit, man.
I bet it was.
There was some stuff, man. I learned a lot of life. That's how I term it. I learned a lot of life when I was an EMT there, man. I mean, I've seen some of the most horrible shit, some of the most amazing shit, some of the coolest stuff. It's just, it's one of those things. But, then I got back in, after I was an EMT, I got back into becoming a PGA Class A. I'm currently going through that right now. It takes a little bit. You got to be a pretty good player. Mm-hmm. Got to be able to do a lot of classwork, which, with my brain, it's usually a little tougher. But, I've developed into an adequate instructor. I've been teaching for quite a while. I pride myself on teaching a lot of juniors, teaching a lot of women. It's a tougher part of my industry because it's a lesser people don't pay as much for that kind of stuff, but
Right.
they don't get as much attention, man. You know,
Yeah.
kids and women don't get a ton of attention in the golf industry. It's a primarily male driven business. And, you know, I feel like I've kind of worked my niche into that, but, you know, I'm currently at a small country club right now. I hope to be moving on to a little bit bigger country club, but to be brutally honest with you, I really like being in a small country club environment. I don't need to be at some really nice, fancy, you know, place.
Right.
I want a place where I can be myself, where I can talk to people. I like forging relationships. I like being able to just see the same kind of people day in and day out, get to know these people. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm having a hard time. The fact that I put my notice in here at the club, you know, it's a tough thing because you get to know these people, you know, you get to know these routines, you get to know how they are as just human beings, not just golfers, you know,
Right.
and it sucks because I've got this family of, I mean, I can't believe how many people I've had. Over 100 people come up to me and they're just, you know, they're happy, but they're sad that I'm leaving, man. And it's really, you know, it's kind of blown me away, to be honest with you. But, you know, I tried my hand at playing for a while, but unfortunately because of injuries, had a lower back. I had 3 car accidents within a 6-month period. All not my fault. I'm not the worst driver in the world, I promise.
You just live in
All
LA.
not my fault. I'm telling you, man, I've had 2 60-something-year-old men hit the accelerator instead of the brake and plow right in the back of me. Total 2 cars.
Jeez.
And then I had another one where a guy was riding my ass on the freeway and friggin' guy cut me off. So of course I hit the brake and he plows right in the back of me. But that royally messed up my lower back. And, you know, unfortunately you kind of need to be able to turn when you're playing golf.
Mm-hmm.
So now I fancy myself as a little bit better golfer, but, you know, it's, the playing career may be done, but, you know, teaching, it's truly a passion of mine. I don't want to be a guy who's kind of behind a desk. I want to be a guy who's out on the field, out with students, out teaching and developing people and seeing the growth. Because the most rewarding thing in the world for me is seeing someone where I mean, I had a guy, just for an example, I had a guy who was just an absolutely terrible golf. Had only been playing maybe a couple weeks. Didn't know what he was doing. I mean, literally didn't even have his hands right on the club. I mean, and now he's at a point where literally this guy is competing at events, and this is all in a matter of 3 months. He was able to get his. Oh yeah, man. He went from shooting like 130 to now he just broke 85 for the first time. So man. You know, it's one of those things, man, where it's I've never felt such a rewarding thing other than just seeing someone improve and seeing the joy and elation on their face when they actually, you know, hit a good shot and the camaraderie and everything like that. That's so for me, like my end game is I truly want to be a director of instruction somewhere where I'm overseeing all of the instruction at a course. You know, and the great thing about being a golf professional is I could be a golf professional. I'm damn 90 years old, man. Right. I could be an old man sitting on the end of the driving range telling you what you're doing wrong. Yep. But you know, like I said, as long as I can do that, I'll definitely be happy in my life, man. Happy in my career. I got
a quick follow up to that. It just came to me, Hazel.
Yeah.
When you say you're a golf, you know, you do golf instruction, can you tell right away if someone's really passionate about it or whether someone's just going through the motions? Or is it take more time to develop that?
It takes a little bit of time. A little bit of time, but you know, it's one of those things where it's more like perfect example. Everyone comes out and they're fired up for the most part. Right. The ones that you know who aren't fired up are the ones like the parents who are dragging their kids out there. Right. And you know the kid don't want to be there. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, you can lead a horse to water, man. But you know, it's one of those things where you can see it relatively early if they care about it. If usually between like the second and third lesson. Right. Because you can see when someone is actually putting the work in. Mm-hmm. And they're listening to what you're saying. Right. Or, you know, you know, some people in my industry, you know, take offense to this, but I will literally give someone's money back if I feel like they don't give a shit and they don't want to be there. I'm 100%. I don't want to waste my time, man. My time is my money, but more importantly, my reputation is my money. And if you want to ruin my, you want to go out there and not care and not put the effort in, then guess what? Do you think I want to put the effort in?
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to put the effort. I want to work with I got a lot of people I can teach. So it's one of those things where, look, if you're going to put the effort in, you're going to care, then I'm going to be there 1,000,000%, man. I'm going to be right there behind you 100% of the way. I got guys texting me at goddamn 10 o'clock at night, talking to me about their golf swing. But that's just the way golf is. I feel like I'm a psychiatrist a lot of times, psychologist a lot of time, man. I'm sitting here. Some of these guys, man, I swear to God, I mean, it's their golf game. I think they pay more attention than their wives. They probably do, to be honest with you. It's just such a mental and cerebral game, which is crazy that I do it, because Lord knows I'm lacking in both those departments. But it's one of those things where you can tell pretty quick, but it's still like I've had guys where it's just, all it takes is like one little thing you say, because I've had some where it's like I'm bashing my head against a wall going,
right.
What can I do to get this person to
get through to
convey what I'm.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden you say one stupid little thing, and it's like, oh my God, that's it. And then it's set, and I don't know if you guys are golfers, but all it takes is one shot.
Yes.
You hit that one shot where you're just like,
you're a believer.
My God,
you're a believer for life.
This is it.
What do you think?
And it's set, and you're set.
Well, that's what keeps us coming out, is that one great shot up the middle of the fairway. We're like, oh, I want to do that again.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, man. Everyone talks about heroin being the most addictive drug.
Oh.
Dude, a good golf shot is the most addictive drug.
And when it hits that driver
right
perfectly,
now,
man. Oh.
I'm telling you right now, man. If you hit a good drive or you make like a long putt, you're hooked, and you're hooked for life. Because golf is a game where you could play, like I said, till you're 90. I used to have an old man who was bent over. Like literally, this guy could barely. I'm surprised he could he could look up, maybe just above like a counter height.
Wow.
But he would still walk 18 holes like 5 days a week. And this guy's like 92, 93 years old.
And it probably kept him alive.
Oh, yeah. And this guy, okay. To tell you how old this guy was, this guy would walk right in with a lit cigarette in his mouth. He'd be like, all right, Junior, here's your $14. All right, let me get on out of here. And be like, Mr. Corpus, you can't smoke in here. And he'd be like, whatever, and just puffing away on that cigarette, man. I swear to God, this guy didn't give a flying F, but guess what? It was part of his routine.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, it is, like I said, it's truly a game where all it takes is just that one shot, man, and you're hooked.
Well, I can definitely tell you are passionate about your job.
Yeah,
man. It's hard to find these days.
I'm passionate about everything, man. To be honest with you, I'm a super. I've got diarrhea of the mouth. I'll freaking talk your guys' ears off. It's one of those things where I feel like, I love conversing with people. I love developing relationships with people, but there's no way in hell I could have stayed being an EMT. There's just too much negativity. There's too much sadness. I hate watching people suffer, especially people, that you see on a consistent basis. So, this kind of job for me has been absolutely rewarding, and I don't regret a second of it.
It's really awesome, man. Hey, quick question for you too. So when you said you're moving to Texas,
correct?
Are you going to be golf pro there, instructor?
A golf professional down there? Yeah. So I'm hoping to. I'm staying in my PGA program, and usually when you're in that program, that's what kind of people are looking for.
Nice.
Because it shows that you're dedicated to the game. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Keeping saying a few prayers. Hopefully everything gets answered. But yeah, I will definitely be staying in it.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of new golfers after being stuck in a house for a year.
Oh, COVID, man! I'm telling you. I know, hey, and I don't take this the wrong way. I hope please no one take this wrong way. God bless COVID for the golf industry, man. I mean, honestly, it is. Please, no one. People have died. I understand that. Don't take me seriously, but it literally, we went from like doing 120 rounds a day max. Right. That's the highest number we would do. Mm-hmm. Where the other day we just did like 280.
Wow.
I mean, I'm telling you, man. And my club has grown. Literally, we've had 130 new members in the past, which is, just to put into scale, over a year period, we added 15 members. So just since COVID, we've added that many members.
Wow. That's crazy.
And God bless our people in the Asian community. God bless them, man. They are truly the backbone of the golfing community. They truly are. They keep my wallet fat, man, because they have supported us, and all my Asian brothers. God bless you. Thank you for playing golf. Please keep coming out. I love you all very much. Keep playing golf, man, because they have saved us. They truly have saved us here in Southern California, man. It is because times were tough, man, especially when everything was locked down.
Yeah.
It was really tough. We didn't know how things were going to turn out, but
right.
It has truly been a godsend for us, man, and it's changed my club from being to where the point where we were even thinking about having to sell our golf club to
Really?
now where we have a wait list. We have a wait list for people to get into to join my club, which if you would have told me that early on, I would have told you you're a goddamn liar.
You should see Florida right now, at least Central Florida where I'm at. There are so many golf courses that are just grown over now. People they just couldn't maintain them. And
people don't understand how hard, especially in that kind of climate, man, where the grass is going to be growing for a lot of the year. I can only imagine.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn. Well, real quick here. Let's go with this. I know in the pre-show we were talking, and you said that your wife loves you being on podcasts. Do you have any other family?
Yes. So I have 4 amazing children. I have 3 boys and 1 beautiful, amazing, perfect little daughter. And thank God for her, man, because I thought I was going to have a basketball team. I had 3 boys, ages 9, 6, 4. And then I finally had my daughter. She's 2 years old now. I can't believe it's my hair. If I had any hair, it'd be falling out. But yes, I have 4 beautiful children. My lovely wife, who deserves a goddamn medal every day for putting up with my dumb ass. But it is. I can't believe it. If you would have told me back when I was 18 years old that I was going to have 4 kids, a wife, a house, and moving to Texas, I would have told you, who the hell are you talking about? But, this is where we are now, man. I can't believe it.
Yep, exactly. So, sir, what was your earliest moment in gaming?
My earliest moment in gaming would be I still remember this as a kid. I believe I was like 6, I want to say. I got a Super Nintendo. That was me and my brother. That was a big deal. That was a huge deal. We had done like small stuff, like as a little kid, like maybe duck hunt or something like that. But we really hadn't done anything. We didn't know what we were doing. But where we actually owned a system and everything like that, it was Super Nintendo and playing Super Mario World, man. And just trying to inch our way further and further and further on that game.
No save points.
Oh, God bless, man. Freaking, I have nightmares about that stupid forest, and I don't remember what the hell it's called. There's a forest, man. We couldn't get out of it. It's like Forest of Illusion or something like that. I'm getting chills thinking about that stupid thing. We'd be stuck there forever. And then my dumb brother, of course, freaking pushes the thing off, pushes the Super Nintendo off, and it freaking bends the little cable that goes into it.
No.
So then you had to be the genie. You had to pray to the freaking gaming gods to get with the duct tape, the black electrical tape, which my dad figured he thought it fixed everything.
Right.
Black electrical tape fixed everything in my household. But so we had to fix that and then try to you had to maneuver a certain way and then do a rain dance and then pray and then sometimes it would turn on. So that was my earliest moment, man, and then it just progressed from there.
Well,
awesome.
I'm just curious. How the hell did you find Destiny? You sound like you're very busy, man. How did you find this great game, Destiny, that we all love?
So, look, I'm a Bungie shill, no doubt about it, man. I bought, the old man won a contest at his work and was given an Xbox because he was a firm believer and he didn't really want us to have gaming systems. We got that Super Nintendo because he got an amazing deal on it. The old man, anytime he could get a deal on something, it was okay. Gotta get it. But we didn't have anything like in between that. We didn't have we didn't have an N64. I had Game Boys. We always had Game Boys, but we never had like a system. So we got the Xbox, and I got this game called Halo. And I thought I'd never played a game like Halo before. I had played like Turok and stuff on N64 at my friends' houses, and stuff like Mario Party and crap like that. But I had never played like an experience like the way the Journey Halo was. And I was so new to this, I didn't understand the way the game worked. Like I went and rented the game, and I thought, oh my God, this is amazing. And I went through that 3-day weekend, and I played as much as humanly possible. I thought, okay, great. I'm going to have to get the game again and try to go from there. I didn't understand that it saved onto the hard drive my progress. So this is how dumb it was. I sat there, and the next weekend I went and rented it again. And I thought, oh my God, how lucky. I got the same game. It's amazing. It had my save point on it. I can't believe it. But, because I didn't understand that. It's just my dumb ass, but that's the way I was. And then I was hooked. I mean, that game, the PvP aspect of it with me and with my brother and my stepbrother, and it would be me versus my brother and my stepbrother, and they would just be like, for some reason I could just murk them. I don't know what happened to that gaming skill, because Lord knows that shit's gone, but I could just destroy those two little monsters, man. And it was just so fun, just playing, setting up matches, and going through Halo 2 and all the Halo series. I finally, just worked my way through, and the Halo 3 was where I really started to get my, my competitive, playing PvP, playing with my buddies. And then, Halo 3, you saw the Destiny logo thing, you know what I mean? And no one knew what it was. You just saw Destiny.
That's right.
You never knew what it was. You didn't understand what it was. I don't know what the hell it was. But I had heard that, when Reach came out, Reach was an amazing game. I know Reach is very, it's kind of divisive in the community. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I loved Reach. I thought Reach was great, but it was like, their swan song. So I said, you know what, I'm going to follow Bungie. And then, when I heard that this game was coming out, my wife, who is a infinity times better gamer than me, I mean, she is a dead shot with the sniper, man. Like everyone knows. You talk to anyone who's played with my wife, who carries who. Like I just show up and look pretty, man. She freaking goes out and murks everything. She played with me. I still remember we had one PlayStation, and we would take turns playing. And then we said, fuck it, we're going to buy two. So we ended up buying two. I still remember, Forever 29. I still remember all those amazing things in Destiny 1. And it just blew me away. This immersive world, the storyline. I don't even give a crap about the storyline, man. I wanted to kill people. I wanted to have fun gameplay. I wanted to play with my friends. Raids. I had never done a raid before. What the hell is a raid? I still remember going into Vault of Glass at 11:30 at night with 5 guys who I had no idea who the hell they were. I just LFG'd it. I prayed to God that they were halfway, and they carried me through. We cheesed the freaking, what the hell is his name? Goddamn, the gatekeeper or whatever the hell his name. Not gatekeeper. Oh my God. I'm still the giant Hydra that's in the
the Templar.
Yeah, the Templar.
Templar. Cheese the Templar with friggin' solar grenades. I still remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember those days.
Dude, and Vault of Glass will always have a special spot in my heart, man.
Yeah,
but Destiny just grabbed hold of me, and I've never been into a game as much as I've been into the Destiny and Destiny 2 universe.
Me too, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is great, man.
Wow.
So, you have some history with Destiny and podcasting, I believe. I think I heard that somewhere. So maybe a little. How did you get involved with Rng Cast?
Oh my God, man! And I'll say this before anything else. Mike, Buster Knuckle, and Dez are. I don't know why they took me on, but they did. I would send in questions every week. They could always count on me for, GorillaGolf's questions of the week. And I would give them the most random bullshit. I was trying to just be fun with it. But they always talked about how, hey, if anyone ever wants to come on the show, let us know, and we'll see if we can work you in. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take the leap. I probably sound like, I'm a nasally jackass who talks too much, but I'm going to get on. I'm going to try it. And I did it. And I was a guest like, 3 different times. And this is right after they had lost a cast member. He had gone off to, bigger and better things. It was only the two of them. And to be brutally honest with you, the show was losing steam a little bit, and that happens. You go through lulls in podcasting. It's a tough thing to be in, especially for the amount of time. I mean, everyone knows Rng Cast, man. Dude, we would do 3 hours legit every single week.
Yep. I don't know at all what that's like.
I have no clue what that
week. I know.
Like.
That's why I love you guys. And trust me, you guys speak to my heart on that. But for some godforsaken reason, they took me on, and they said, after that, apparently they liked me enough to say, hey, we want to complete the fire team, man, because I'm going to say this right now, goddamn, I'm a proud Warlock main. I don't give a shit about anything else. All you Hunter, and Titans can suck it.
Suck it, Hazel.
I don't give a shit about you Hunter and Titan main.
I love this guy.
Talk all your shit. You talk all your shit. You try to act like, but guess what? Remember in D1, everyone wanted self-res so we could save your asses and break the raids, break the raids and stuff like that. Everyone freaking was pissed off when I was sticky grenading someone in the face, which I think that truly was the end of my Destiny being okay career. Yeah. The minute I could stop using sticky grenades, my skill was done, and that's it. But
what was the one thing they always said? They always said this in a raid: "We got any self-res warlocks?"
Self-res. Oh, okay, good. Because trust me, in Crota, like Vault the Glass, Crota, the whole fire team and wipe, and you'd have to freaking solo, and you'd be like, yeah, bitches, look who saved your asses, a Warlock. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Sorry that I like to play on hard mode. You know what I mean? It takes a little skill to play on Warlock, unlike these shoulder charging and knife throwing, other compatriots.
Preach.
But it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
You do have a really good point. Okay, I'm a Titan main. I'm flirting with Hunter right now, but you are completely correct. I mean, back in D1, that was the only time that warlocks were useful. So
what?
Oh, only so when you guys need a well of radiance or
who's got a rift? Who's got a rift?
Wait. Before, when we were using when everyone was using Chaos Reach to finish off for in Gambit. Yeah. I can't believe I'm bringing up Gambit, goddamn Gambit. But I'm telling you right now. It's funny how people forget so easily what us warlocks have sacrificed for all you freaking cran eating Titans and all you freaking smelly hunters. All right, it is what it is.
I'm speechless. I'm loving this. I thank you to bring some warlock love onto this show because man, I have been taking so much abuse as a warlock main these last almost 2 years.
Shit. So you put them in their goddamn place. You tell them, okay, sorry you like to play on easy mode. Sorry you like to play on easy mode. I like to play on hard mode where it truly rewards my skill. And that's it. I'm telling you. Don't worry about it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Hazel, do you have a question for him? Shit.
I think it's your turn, actually.
Well,
that was my question.
Well, let me ask. I'm going to get into some more personal questions here. God, I could talk Warlock all day. But you're a dad, you're dad of quite a few kids. What's the highlight? I asked this of Marky Mark last week. What's the highlights and lowlights of being a dad these days, man?
Okay, I'll start with the lowlights. Okay. Lowlights are my kids not being in school for over a year.
Oh yeah.
That has just been.
Yeah,
I know everyone likes to make this political and everything else about COVID, but the loss of education that my children have received, has just absolutely gutted me. I see, because look, I'm not saying my kids are the smartest kids in the world, or they just, this is, education is the most important thing in my life, but the social interaction, learning how to be a normal human being, which coming from me is really tough. Yeah. My kids learning how to socialize with other human beings and not stare at an iPad screen, which they already did before that. It breaks my goddamn heart. And one of the reasons why we're going to Texas, they never stopped their kids going to school, man.
Mm-hmm.
They never stopped their kids going to school. And look, I get it. Everyone has their reasons for how they feel about, keeping people safe and everything else. And I understand all of that. We have to keep people safe. Don't get me wrong there. But our children, the year and almost a half of wasted education and wasted learning experience and wasted time, not interacting with other people, I think we're gonna feel ramifications from this.
Oh yeah.
For so long. I just it makes me sad, man. It guts me.
Well, my wife's a teacher, an elementary school teacher. And I'm sorry not to cut you off, but I wanted to expound on that point.
No, please cut me off.
She said that they were not allowed to hold anybody back this year. Everyone got a free pass to the next grade. And what she's seeing now this happened last year because Florida's never closed. We've always had school open, and
yep.
But the problem is it's voluntary. So half of the school is here, half of them are on iPads playing video games, not really doing anything, pretty much babysitting their younger siblings is what I'm finding out most of these kids are doing. They're actually just taking the role of babysitter instead of going to school and interacting with their other friends, And it's so sad because my wife says, she's in charge of testing at her school. And she goes, so many kids are not even close to getting the right skills in this next grade. It's not even close. So,
but not only that, like I've got my 6-year-old and my 9-year-old who, sports, getting outside and playing sports. I'm like, look, the truth be told, guys, I'm a sports fanatic. Like I am the most diehard sports fanatic you'll meet, and so is my wife. That's why I married her. But them not getting out and just exercising and seeing sunshine and being a part of something. I don't care what it is, if it was band, if it was something else, just being a part of some kind of organized activity where you're like learning how to not just be a little dick, how to be a normal human being. This generation is already so dependent upon iPads and iPhones Screens and everything else.
Right.
Screens. I mean, I'm telling you, there's going to be a vision epidemic where these kids' eyes, with all the blue light they're getting in their eyes, man. I'm telling you, man. It's sad. It's sad because I feel like I'm an old man. I'm only 33 years old, and I feel like when I was a kid, it was so much simpler. We had so much. Yeah. It was such an easier time to sit there and not be in front of a phone all day. And don't get me wrong. I'm on my phone all goddamn day. I'm a victim of this completely. I have the attention span of a gnat.
Right.
Like if something comes on, I'm going to look at it. But it's so hard, man, to see these kids struggling, and my son struggling with just social norms that should have been gone. That should have gone over. But that's okay. That was our negative little tangent. Like I said, guys, if you ever want to cut me off, just tell me. Hey,
no. Well, what's the highlights?
The highlights, oh my God, the birth of my children, I'll share a video in the Discord if you want afterwards. But when I found out I was having a daughter, man, I'm getting chills right now. I'm getting goosebumps in my arms right now. I thought I was going to be the guy who had nothing but boys, and and there's nothing wrong with my boys. I love my boys so much, but a daughter has changed me as a man, as a father. It is opened my eyes to things that I've never thought I would experience before. It is, I can't put it into words. I can't put it into words.
We both have daughters. We get it, man.
Yeah.
Yep. We understand fully.
My standard joke I make to all my members is, my boys, I can duct tape them to the wall, leave them in there for a little bit. I'm not going to worry about it. My daughter, if the wind blows on her the wrong way, we're having a problem.
Daddy's coming.
You know what I mean? It's just different. I don't know what else to say. It's just different, man. But then, having my daughter and, the birth of having my boys, I had, unfortunately all 4 of my children, were in the NIC unit, when they were born.
Right.
I personally was a premature baby myself by 2 months. So for me, that's always been a tough subject. But my kids were in the NICU unit for 10 days, most of them for at least the shortest amount of time was 5 days, the longest time was 14 days. But getting them out, getting them home, seeing them happy and healthy, man, those are the highlights. That's what gets you through the slogs of the day-to-day life, man. Seeing their smiles when you get home and everyone, Dad. I mean, it just. Hearing my daughter, I'm telling you, man, it could bring a tear to my eye. It makes, I'm a 6'2", 260-pound man, and they can bring me to my knees, man. When I am at my lowest, they're the ones, and my wife, they're the ones who can bring me up, man.
Yeah. Good answer, man.
Great, man. Yeah. That is amazing. Another question. Well, kind of segueing off of that, how do you balance gaming and family life?
I don't, man. I'm so bad at playing games now. I never thought this day would come. I'm such a lazy piece of shit when it comes to this stuff. I feel so bad. I listen to these all your guys' podcasts talking about this, and I'm like, I'm just nodding my head and smiling. And I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. I was playing for a little bit, but truth be told, my skill has eroded quite a bit. I used to play. Me and my wife used to play probably 6 nights a week for 3-4 hours at a time. Mm-hmm. We ran our own clan. We had our own clan that we started, the Care Bears of Despair. That was, I still remember that was just absolutely amazing, dude. It was, that was my baby. But it took so much effort. It was another job on itself, and I don't wish that upon anybody. Yeah. But, the balance was tough. It helps the fact that my wife plays games. Obviously, it's an inherent advantage, but it's just finding little escapes. You know what I mean? I still play on my Game Boy. I still play Pokemon. I'll always play Pokemon for the rest of my life. Everyone laughs at me, but they see this big old guy playing Pokemon and stuff like that. But now that my kids are really into it now, so I'll play for them, and they'll watch me play the DS and stuff like that. But with Destiny and stuff like that, Destiny's work, man. And if it's kind of like your golf game. If you don't work at it, you don't practice at it, you get what you put in.
Yeah.
If you don't put in the right work, you don't practice on your skill, it's going to go away. It doesn't stay the same. It erodes. And I'm only getting older, and my reaction time's only getting slower. So, and I already sucked as it is. So it's like, it's tough, man. But I'm trying to keep up as much as I can. We're PvP players. Some of the stuff with the presage or whatever the hell they're calling it now, and then just the different seasonal events. There's nothing that grabs me and is like, oh, you got to get your ass in here. Like Vault of Glass coming back? Hell yeah. Sign me up. I'll be there. I'll be there day one. I'll be doing it. But this little drip feed crap, I can't do it. I can't do it, man.
Understandable.
Yeah.
They're
too much of a commitment kind of thing.
And
it is, man.
Yeah, and Bungie's trying to appeal to everybody, and it makes I wouldn't want their job. Trust me, it's.
Oh, by no means am I saying that Bungie's wrong.
No,
I'm not saying Bungie's wrong, because the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, man. I get it.
Right.
Like I'm a very small, drip in the pond, man. Like I'm nothing when it comes to this game. My opinion on this is not important, but. When it comes to this game and keeping everyone happy, if you try to keep in my job, I've got a line. If you try to keep everyone happy, no one's going to be happy.
Right.
And they just got to realize, that there's always going to be whiny little babies in every community.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's people who are going to complain about gold bars if they're in the wrong shape. I'm sorry. The fact that the fact that Bungie is able to keep this game going and keep people somewhat interested, I think they've gotten better, especially I've kept up a little bit with the storyline of this past season, and it's 100 times better than some of the crap we were getting thrown at us, especially Season of the Drifter bullshit. Come on, it's gotten better. It's gotten better, no doubt, but it's still it's a tough act to follow. I mean, how can you can't neglect the PvP players as much as they're doing right now. That's the only criticism I'll get it. I'll give them is like, you can't just like, PvP is not the heart of the game. The heart of the game is a PvE driven game, no doubt about it.
Sure.
But what keeps the game going during these lulls, during these drip, like the end of seasons, like when everyone's like, oh God, I can't wait for the next season coming because this shit's getting old, is PvP. PvP keeps it because there's always something to chase in PvP for the most part. Now, the only problem is the sandbox is a goddamn nightmare, dude. Stasis is just, I don't want to get into stasis because I'll be here. We'll be talking for too goddamn long, man. Like, stasis has been just an absolute debacle in my opinion, but that's me.
Hazel, would you like to do the honors?
The ice show. It's the fucking ice show.
Thank you.
I've never seen a thing where it's just so much reliance on abilities and the guns.
Yeah.
It just feels like there's so few options that are competitive and fun to use, and not at a I don't want to say there's like no easy, like I don't want a gun that's easy to use, but there should be guns. I can credit Mercules for this because he always talks about this.
Mm-hmm.
There should be two tiers of weapons and guns that I feel like should be in PvP. There should be guns that are easy to use with above average to average kill time. Something that, I can get a kill with. I'm not going to feel like it's a piece of shit gun, like I'm shooting feathers at someone.
Right.
Or there should be guns that are high skill level, high risk, but high reward. Like sniper rifles, slug shotguns. I wish.
Yeah, I was gonna say
stuff like that.
I was just gonna say chaperone. I've been trying to use chaperone lately because I'm not a shotgun guy.
Oh, good luck, man. I might as well be throwing rocks at people.
It takes a lot of practice because you'll hit him in the bottle. You'll hit him in just below the head in the neck area, and you'll go, "Whoops, I'm out of here." If you survive,
yeah, exactly.
If you survive,
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where I just feel like if there was a little more balance with it, I feel like people would have a little more fun, but it's just so hard. And then with all the shit going on Trials, I mean, my God, what a clusterfuck that is, man. I mean, I used to play Trials quite a bit. I used to be excited for it, but now it's like I'd rather, freaking put my head in the cat box or something, man. I'd rather freaking bash my head against the wall than go deal with Trials. It's not even fun, man.
We share this opinion. Some others don't, but we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, well, guess what? Those others can kiss my ass because it's not fun. I'm sorry if I'm not. I'm Johnny No Thumbs here, man. I'm trying to sit here and I'm a father of four who hardly gets a chance to play. But guess what? I'm an athlete. I want to play something competitive, so I'm going to want to go to the highest skill level thing. But I shouldn't be getting fucking mercied every single time. I wish there was a mercy because I wish there was just a tap out button besides turning the damn thing off. Because some of these the skill level gap is just it's asinine.
Bungie has got to figure out how to bring more average to a little bit above average players and not just the elites. And we could
just
go down.
Make it fun for me.
Yeah, we could go down a rabbit hole there, but I have to ask you, man, because this has been a question that's been bugging me for almost a year now. GorillaGolf, dude, what is up with the gamer tag?
So it's really simple. It really is. Mm-hmm. I'm a large man. I'm a pretty large man, and I've been known to be a gorilla type person. Where I'm swing a little bit hard. I used to do long drive. Used to have a gorilla on the old head cover, and obviously my career. So for me, we put 2 and 2 together, and that's what I used to say the expression before I got the gamer tag. I used to tell my guys when I was just going out playing long drive and just trying to hit the ball, kind of like what Bryson DeChambeau is doing now. Just hit the ball as far as humanly possible, and then we'll find the rest. You know what I mean? We're not going to worry about it. I'm going out to play a little gorilla golf. That's all I'm going out to do.
Nice.
And then the name just stuck.
I like that.
That's awesome.
I've never thought of it that way. That's awesome. I like that.
That is great. Well, sir, quick question for you then. do you have any hobbies besides, I'd say, golf and video games?
Let's see. Like I said, I love playing Pokemon with my kids. Love I love getting outside. Love camping with the kids. My wife recently we purchased a cargo trailer, and my wife is very hands-on, very toolsy, way better than me. I could barely fucking screw a light bulb in, but she's very good with woodworking and stuff. So we built out a trailer, and we created a trailer for all 6 of us to be able to fit in. And during COVID, and we were able to. She fully retrofitted this thing. I'll post a picture of it if you guys want. It's amazing what she's done with it.
Okay.
But we love going camping. Love the outdoors. Love any kind of sports, man. Me and my wife still go out and shoot baskets in the backyard. Still, like I said, we're pretty active people. Love watching Dodger baseball. Love watching college football. I'm a big Husker fan. My wife's a big Oregon State fan. Love basketball. So like sports are kind of our life when it comes to everything. We have a season for everything.
Nice. Well, maybe you can give us some of those pics. We'll throw them on our Instagram later. That'd be great.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
That'd be great. Well, I'm going to ask my question here. Hazel, you want to take us out afterwards?
Sure.
Okay. This is one of my favorite questions because I get different answers every time I ask it. What is the one thing about you that nobody knows? Obviously, your wife might know, but you know what I'm saying. The community, man, the community as a general, maybe
what the community doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh
God, you may not know. Maybe not.
May not know. I am big into animals. Like I'm big in when I was growing up, I definitely did not dream of becoming a golf professional. I actually dreamed of becoming a marine biologist.
Oh, and
really? That was kind of, I wanted to be a marine biologist, man. I'm a big animal nut. That's something I should have said we do, another hobby is we love going to zoos.
Yeah.
We love going to zoos. We love going to aquariums, even shitty little tiny ones that you overly priced with just, they want you to go to the gift shop and buy a bunch of their junk, but I'll still go to it, man. I still love it. And, me and the wife, we're big on animals, but, I definitely am. I'm a big animal nut, especially critters from the ocean, man.
Yeah. My grandparents made sure I appreciated nature. And of course I grew up on acreage, so I was able to take long walks, and I would sit there and just observe just the littlest things that's going on in nature. And it was oceanographer for me. That's what I was wanting to be.
Oh, so. That's awesome, man. That's And my whole thing is like as a kid, then my dad would tell me, well, James, if you're gonna do that, sorry, my name's James. I don't care if someone knows my name, funny. But he go, James, you have to go down and dive down with sharks if you want to be a marine biologist. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit. Now I got to go dive down with sharks. But now I do in a heartbeat. As a kid, I was like, nah, I watched Jaws too many times. Okay, we're going to move on from that. But I tell you, that movie ruined the water for so many goddamn people, man. I'm telling you, I don't know a person alive that goes to the beach, takes a step in the water, and doesn't think,
oh yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. Try sitting
shark today.
Try sitting 40 feet down in a reef and seeing a shark come out of the blackness towards you. It's something you'll never unsee.
Okay. Quick little side note here. So I for my anniversary, for my 5-year wedding anniversary, we went to Hawaii, and we went out a place called Honokiano Cove, and it's known for being a very high sea turtle area. They've got 20, 30 sea turtles in this little cove.
I think I know where this is going. Okay, go ahead.
So, well, guess what's favorite? What's the favorite food of a tiger shark? Freaking sea turtles. So I'm out swimming around, me and my wife, and we're swimming, and we're in about 30 feet of water snorkeling, and we saw just a little tip of something. No, nothing. I don't know what the hell it was. Yeah. And all of a sudden it comes just a hair closer and it swims. It's still about 50 yards away from us, but we could see real nice. And a little black tip shark goes by, and I've never been scared of her in my fucking life. Well, on that same day, you can look it up in the paper, a dentist on his retirement freaking trip, no more than a mile away from us, got eaten by a tiger shark.
Wow.
Jesus.
They're mean sharks too, man. They're very mean sharks.
Dude, they don't fuck around.
No.
They don't fuck around, man. They'll eat anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my little tangent there. But yeah, man.
Nice. Wow. Okay. Try to top that, Hazel. Take us out, man.
Well, I think he's got this. So, do you have a motto or mantra that you live by? Or a couple of them?
Well, I kind of said my one there early on. You know, if you try to make everyone happy, no one's going to be happy. Yeah. You know, that's kind of my one. But you know, my thing that I preach to my students, and this is kind of how I go by my life, is progress, not perfection. Yes. Look, we are imperfect objects here. We are not We are not designed to be perfect. We're not machines. We're not designed to be perfect. It's all about progressing in life, just with anything. As long as you keep progressing and moving forward, you're going to be fine. It's when we stop and we focus too much on, oh no, that wasn't perfect. That's not perfect. We lose sight of what's important, at least in my eyes.
Yeah, and perfection can hold people back from even starting. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, hey, GorillaGolf. Thanks, brother.
That's awesome.
Thank your
Yeah,
life with
man,
us tonight, man. That was awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I think it's that time, Hazel.
All right.
Speedrun is next. We'll do that right after this.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Call the Praxic Order, call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes, call everyone so they can witness you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week. This segment is called the Speed Run. This is where I have a database of over 250 randomly asked questions, and Mr. GorillaGolf here is going to have 90 seconds to answer as many as he can. Please don't wreck the car. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and at the end of the year, the guest with the most answer will win a prize and the title of 2021 Speedrun Champion.
Congratulations to whoever gets that, man. Lord knows it's not going to be me.
Well, we're going to have fun tonight, so we'll just chill out and we'll be fine. Just remember the questions are randomly asked. No one can memorize the order, and just, answer whatever comes to the top of your mind. Tonight, I'm going to ask the questions randomly from my list. Hazel is a timekeeper and quality control expert, and Startin is our current leader. I mean, Speedrun Champion at the moment at 39.
Oh my God, 39?
I know, man. Just go with it.
What are you trying to do to me?
Sorry,
what
man.
What are you trying to do to me?
I'm sorry.
If we get to double digits, I'm going to be happy.
Okay. Well, keep your eyes on the road, and
okay, I got it. No, I'm good. I got it.
All right, here we go. Ready, Hazel?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Warlock, Titan, or Hunter?
Warlock.
Horror movies, yes or no?
Yes.
What number am I thinking of?
7.
If you could take any one famous person to dinner, who would it be?
Brad Pitt.
McDonald's or Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
Is racing a sport?
Yes.
Water balloon fight or food fight?
Water balloon fight.
Would you rather be famous or unknown?
Famous.
Improv or stand-up comedy?
Improv.
Extrovert or introvert?
Extrovert.
Apple or Android?
Android.
What's your favorite breakfast cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Analog or digital?
Analog?
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Do aliens exist?
Yes.
What is your favorite dinosaur?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Do you like black licorice?
No.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Gator or Hazel? That's all right.
Gator.
It's all right. You can.
I did on purpose, just to break your heart.
Xbox or PS controller?
Xbox.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
Oh, bag boy.
Taking King or Forsaken?
Taking King.
What is your spirit animal?
An otter.
Have you ever been to the lighthouse?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the lighthouse?
Yes.
GIF or GIF files?
GIF.
Time travel or teleportation?
Time travel.
What is the best sandwich?
Turkey.
Underwear or commando?
Underwear.
Okay. The first time in Guardian Downcast history, Hazel dropped off the call somewhere in the middle of the speed run. So I manually counted it after the fact, and GorillaGolf was okay with this. He said, just let me know. I'll find out in the show. And GorillaGolf, you did get 28 correct. I gave you one more after the buzzer because we did laugh a little bit at one of the questions. So congratulations, 28 questions, Mr. GorillaGolf. And I'm going to put the entire outtake where the speed run went wrong at the end of the show. So tune into that. You'll actually see proof of what happened. So GorillaGolf, 28 questions, buddy. Good job. And wow, what a great guest this week. I do have a question for everyone out there, though. Do you have a great question for a speedrun? If that's yes, then join our Discord and enter them in our speedrun question ideas channel. Yes, we're going to do it again this year, and we're going to add them to next year's speedrun. Just remember that they need to be yes or no, 1 or 2 word answers. Either or questions will also be accepted. At the end of the year, we're going to have 2 drawings for a $25 gift card of your choice, and you can enter up to 5 questions that can be counted into the drawing in that said Discord channel. So good luck. Okay, and now that we got all the particulars out of the way, let's move on to our next segment. This week at Bungie. All right, this week at Bungie. Was this week 9? What we got, Hazel?
Is this week 9? I think this is week 10, isn't it?
You know what?
Week 9 last week.
I thought I said week 8. I lost count. All I know is I think I heard that May 11th is when the new season starts. So take that as you will.
Yeah, week whatever.
Yeah,
10 season of the Chosen.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Or as Bungie politely said in the TWAB this week, Season of the Chosen has entered its second half. So there we go.
Okay.
All right. So this week they released a presage is actually how it's pronounced according to Osiris, walkthrough, developer deep dive, and this was amazing to watch. It was great to see like all of the like the sketches about, well, here, let's do this, and to see where it came from and that. What did you watch that?
I did, man. I had to watch it before I went off to work, and it's the Bungie employees love this game so much. When they start talking about it, you can just see their eyes light up, and it was very enjoyable. DMG did a great job. He pretty much just had to pass it on to all the team, and some of those guys are characters, man. I loved it. I was eating it up. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, exactly. Now, one thing I did notice with this was, did you notice in the beginning that jumping puzzle wasn't actually the way it was originally? That it was supposed to be, we were supposed to be jumping on asteroids.
Yeah, the diagram, right? You talking about the diagram that they posted up?
No, they didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
But you were supposed to be actually jumping on asteroids in the beginning.
Oh, damn.
I'm like, that would have been so cool.
That would have been freaky too.
Yes. Yeah. So, all right. And then moving on. Next is Kilts for Kids 2021. So they are doing that promotion again, and it's going to Ronald McDonald House. And they show some pictures of some Bungie employees wearing their kilts. And with it, if you donate $50, you get a unique emblem, which has like a Celtic symbol on there with the tartan plaid on there. So it's very, very cool. And then they have prize gifts for $100, $250, $1,000, and $2,000. So.
That Ronald McDonald House is such a great charity. My sister-in-law, how should I say this, had problems with her child when she was born. He had Mike's disease, and she could not afford the hospital bills. She lived in that hospital for months when her son Corey was born, and sadly he passed away about a year later. But Ronald McDonald House took them in and was just amazing how much they paid for everything. They took care of her. They gave Corey all kinds of cool little toys and stuff. And I'll never forget the charity and the generosity of that charity. So this is a fantastic charity to jump onto. So definitely do it. I'm definitely going to do it.
Nice. Yeah. What they said here is if you donate before April 30th at 5 p.m. Pacific time, every $30 donated will pay for a family to stay at the house for one night.
Wow.
So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. And here we are. Next is Iron Banner, which returns April 13th through April 20th. And with it, they are doing a little bit of a, kind of like a, hey, here's a sneak peek of Season of the Redacted. And they are saying that it looks to be a new shotgun coming. Mm-hmm. And a sniper rifle will be joining the fight as well. Also, it looks like a heavy machine gun and then some hand cannon.
I think that's Criminal's dagger. I'm trying to place the sniper rifle. I can't remember. I don't think I had one of these sniper rifles. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's the. Never mind. My bad. It's just they have a different shader on it. It's throwing me off. But yeah. I mean the new machine gun, heavy machine gun, and the shotgun. I don't care less about shotguns, but it looks sexy as hell.
Yeah, that shotgun looks like a bastardized version of the Fellwinter's Lie with mixed with the love child of Fellwinter's Lie, and I just deleted it. What was the Saint 14?
Yeah.
Damn, I should not have deleted it.
I could probably find it here. Shit.
Riveting stuff right here.
Riveting material, that's for sure. I'll find it because I'll edit this in. I'll splice it in. The
perfect paradox.
Yes, the question is the answer is perfect paradox. Alex, rest in peace.
Yes, exactly. Just like I said, perfect paradox.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, it looks like the love child of Fellwinter's Lie and the perfect paradox with just the design, I guess.
Yeah, kind of does.
Yeah. All right. And then the never-ending search for balance.
I'm so happy.
So happy. Yeah. First, you take away my stasis.
I didn't take it away. It's still there.
Mm-hmm. Neutered. All right. So, in the never-ending search for balance, Bungie is doing some nerfs. So, sadly, the 120 RPM hand cannons are getting a nerf. Basically, roughly half the damage range buff that they received in Beyond Light.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead and cheer.
You mean I can't get two tapped across the map anymore? Damn. Darn it.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Vortex frame swords. So this is the Fallen Guillotine, for anybody who had a question about that. And basically, they're monitoring the damage output on it, but all they've done for right now is increase the heavy attack ammo cost from 4 to 6. It's not bad. I can still take out a champion in like 2 swings.
Yeah,
so good.
I'll take that.
Yep. So Bastion and swords, they did have a thing called chip damage. And it was weird because it was something that you could bypass shields that would go right to the actual damage of the person. Right. Or stasis and that kind of thing. So it was causing some issues. So they just were like, fuck it, we're going to take it out altogether. So they removed chip damage. So we don't have to worry about that. So, but I don't know how noticeable that'll be. I'm pretty sure that they're going to rework Bastion a little bit. Just so everybody knows as well. Bastion is getting a slight nerf as well. They're increasing the angle of the spread by about 16%.
Doesn't matter. I'm still going to kill fools with it.
Anyway. All right. So, perks. Quick Draw is kind of a funky little perk, actually. And this is getting a nerf. So with it, it would passively buff handling by 100. So for anybody who doesn't know, the perk was intended to just provide faster swap speed. But in the process of doing that, it also like passively buffed the handling. So it was basically, in a way, it was doing away with the negatives of getting a like a shotgun or sniper rifle or hand cannon, because those typically weapons have lower handling speeds.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what handling is, for anybody who doesn't know, is basically it's the time it takes for you to basically aim down the sights.
Yep. Or ready weapon too, I think.
Ready, yeah, it's more like I guess. Yeah,
I think it's that one gesture. Ready your weapon and aiming down the sights is all part of handling.
Sorry, I was thinking of something else. But yes, it's the ready and the weapon. The ready of the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Readying. Fuck me, running of the weapon. Yes. So, I've been drinking.
That's a soundbite. Hey gang, just a quick reminder, we now have a Destiny 2 clan, and Hazel and I invite you to be a part of it.
If you're looking to find a clan, now would be a great time to jump in and get to know some of these people that you've heard on the show. And we're not hardcore, so you don't have to worry about, us slave driving you to do raids and shit like that. Enjoying your time is basically all that we ask.
So, if you're looking for a clan out there, we have a permanent link in our Discord under our channel GDC Destiny 2 Clan, where you can find a link. Otherwise, look for Guardian Downcast or DOWN is our call sign.
We do ask that you join our Discord first, so that way we can communicate clan nights and things along those lines. And aside from that, you can lurk all you like.
Thanks very much, gang.
Yes.
Why do I feel you're collecting sound bites for some later time? I hear you clicking your mouse every time I record. I swear to God, you're up to something.
I have no idea.
You're up. I know you're up to something. All right, that's all right.
Fine. Okay. Just my Halo.
All right.
So basically, Quick Draw was buffing the handling on shotguns and sniper rifles and hand cannons, and that's not something that they wanted to do. They still want those to be kind of slower on the readying speed. So what they've ended up doing is the handling bonus is now removed 1 second after switching to this weapon or upon aiming down the sights.
Yeah, that makes sense, because if I can count how many times I've been slide shotgunned, people switching from a hand cannon or whatever, and not even having any way to defend it, I agree. It's overpowered.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really cool thought. I'm glad that they looked into this and saw this.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I'm interested to see how this plays out in the long term of things. So, okay. So here's the thing that Gator is going to fall in love with. So when they did this change, what's ended up happening is they are going to replace Quick Draw with Surplus on new and existing Fellwinter's Live and Astral Horizon drops.
Good.
Wah.
I'm just saying. I mean, it'd be nice if we didn't have to deal with shotguns and 120 hand cannons in the Crucible all the time. It'd be nice if we actually could use other weapons. Yeah.
Man,
what a thought.
Thing, something is always going to be the meta.
I get that, but the closer, and I feel that Bungie's gotten closer and closer to evening a lot of the weapons out. I mean, when I played Battlefield back in the day, I know, don't roll your eyes.
Too late.
A lot of the guns, you could use a variety of weapons, and they all were competitive. And that's all I'm asking. Just make the weapons competitive. When I can't even pull out a 150 scout rifle because it's just everything kills faster than it, then it needs to be adjusted. And I'm sad to say that I wish that last week, and it doesn't look like Bungie's going to adjust that in their sandbox, at least from what I can tell from this little preview here. So, oh well.
Yeah, probably not. So, Frenzy the beloved perk from this season. They are reducing the bonus damage from 20% to 15%.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's sure. I mean, it's a kind of a crazy perk anyway.
Yeah.
But you get it just by fighting. Basically.
Yeah. Being around a lot of enemies.
You just show up in a battle and then poof, you just get it.
Yeah. It's good in the battlegrounds, especially with that submachine gun that's out this season. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, God, yes. Extraordinary Rendition?
Yeah, it's great for ag clearing.
Oh, yes. Fantastic. All right. And, yeah, Extraordinary Rendition. I was right. Okay. What's not right is the fact that I looked at that and lost everything else I was looking at.
I think you're on Reservoir Burst now.
Yes. This is awesome.
Wow.
All right. So, this is one of my favorite perks in the game. This is Reservoir Burst. So, they now increases magazine size in addition to the other effects and reduced full battery bonus damage from 33% to 25%. So what that means is basically, so what Reservoir Burst was that when you had a full magazine, it gave you a damage burst or a damage boost.
Right.
And then when you killed something with it, it would actually make them explode and anything else around them. So it's sort of like chain reaction mixed with a damage boost. So this was on the loaded questions, if you remember that.
That's right. I'm trying to remember where it was, what weapon it was on.
Yeah, that was it. That was the only weapon that it was on. So,
you know what, though?
A plus B, C, to me, means that we're going to get another weapon with red.
That's what I was just going to say. Isn't that interesting? They mentioned that out of the blue perk called Reservoir Burst.
Just some random perk. Like, hey, well, if you notice, they already brought back Desperado as well, which was on the Claymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then with this, I mean, so I'm imagining they're going to kind of, mess around and bring back probably not next season coming up, but the season after that. Mm-hmm. They're probably going to hit up the, what was the intrinsic perk on, well, I could do Mountaintop and do the micro missile.
Let's not.
Yeah, so there was that. There was also Reversal of Fortune from the Revoker. But let me see here. What was the one from the Recluse? Master of Arms. Ooh, that'd be sexy.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Bring that shit back. So yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, these were all of the seasonal pinnacle weapons. Mm-hmm. And they all had some perk, and not to be funny, but these perks made all of these weapons that we're mentioning pretty much mostly exotic.
Yeah, better than exotic sometimes. Yeah,
better than exotics too. Yes,
it's true.
So yeah, that's I can't wait. And Loaded Questions was my fucking go-to.
It was a great
anything.
Yeah, for raids, it was awesome.
Oh, it was amazing just to shoot a line of Thrall and to see them all just go poof.
I miss stuff like that. We need more of that in the game.
Well, I mean, you may not have it.
It's Sunset
or Salvo.
Oh yeah, with the chain reaction perk. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and then next is exotics. So the Lament, sadly, they reduced the damage by another 16% on the heavy, but it retains its anti-barrier the anti-barrier ability there.
Rest in peace, Lament in the DSC, in the Deep Stone Crypt.
It's gonna be fine.
Okay,
it's gonna be fine. So next is gonna be Bastion. So with this, again, they increased the spread by actually 13%, not 16%. But they actually did give it a neat little feature here where it staggers unstoppable champions.
But it doesn't have
that
chip.
Is sexy.
But they're taking away chip damage.
Wah.
I don't know. Jury's still out there. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Exactly. So there is that. Now, I know usually I just mention that shit's broken and they're going to fix it, but some of this shit that's broken, I feel like I have to say it. So, okay. So the first one here is actually this one that's about, there's a combat seasonal challenge out there that says that you have to, kill targets anywhere wearing a full set of armor, but you have to wear the seasonal armor for that.
Yeah, they didn't specify, and it's 400 enemies, by the way. So
yeah. So don't screw up like Gator did, and yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it didn't count.
Yeah. All right. So the next one here that I want to mention is Dismantle Your Shaders. So they are overhauling the shader system, and shaders are going to be basically permanent unlocks and that kind of thing. So make sure to delete all your shit there, so that way you can get some glimmer and shards and get ready for the next season.
I'm with it. I've already been kind of keeping all my shaders around 2 to 5 because I only keep my popular ones at 5 or above, but I've already been kind of shaving them down slowly.
Yeah, I just deleted all mine, I think tonight.
Oh,
so
okay. You know you got to buy them back, right?
Yeah. Not until next season.
Well, next season you won't, but right now you have to buy them back if you want to put a shader on something.
Okay, so Gator, can I tell you a secret?
You don't care about shaders. Damn it. Dude, that's half the game of Destiny is shaders.
No, I already got shaders on all my shit.
Okay, you're set then.
So I don't care. The other side of it too is that I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima right now, so I'm almost done.
You're in Japan, man. You're in Japan. I get it.
I'm in Japan. I really don't care. But the moon is the moon. I heard it's haunted though. So I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. I'm having a ball with that. I can't stop hacking enemies up with a sword. It's the most fun I've had in a video game in quite a long time. All right. So, aside from that, other shit's broken, and yeah, I did want to mention this. So I don't know if Gator saw this in here. I'm just going to stop and ask you real quick here. Do you know what I'm going to talk about?
Well, you didn't mention anything about being kicked for inactivity in Grandmasters. All they tell you there is if you're dead and you're staring at, your other player is going by you, make sure you open up your screen and at least look busy. Otherwise, you're going to get kicked. Let me see. What could you be?
Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
So it doesn't sound like you know. Okay.
I don't.
Oh, this is going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So at the very end of the TWAB, the part that nobody really reads, our beloved DMG threw this out and said that they've covered basically Celerity, Bottomless Grief last week, and they've mentioned other nerfs and things like that coming this week. But they are also excited to mention things about Iron Grip, Subsistence, Unrelenting, and more.
Huh. Look at that.
And they're going to have a full list and detailed changes readying for you to read in just a few short weeks.
Okay. Is that your good news you were talking about?
No, I was excited about the Reservoir Burst.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
That's good.
So, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. So next few TWABs are going to be, next few TWABs are going to be interesting.
Well, just a few short weeks. So that's, put it back in your pants. It's going to be a little bit.
All right, Ascendant Nomad.
I can't say it like he does.
No.
But yeah, so, season 15, they give you a little bit of a little note, or not season 15, but season 14, I think. They mentioned here, it's like, we got Guardian games coming up, Transmog next season, Vault of Glass next season, and a bunch of basically sandbox changes for next season too.
You know what? They still haven't answered my question that I've had a few shows ago. What are they going to do to keep? Well, that'll be answered briefly. Soon. I'm patient, man. I know it's coming, but no, my question is how are they going to stretch the last 2 seasons out over the remainder of the year? Are they going to come up with a new season, you wonder? They still haven't answered that question.
I don't know. I think they're just going to stretch out the seasons.
Don't do that. No.
Yes. Give us an extra week or two.
Well, you know what? Battlefield 6 will be out in the fall. Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna dive back into Destiny. I think I don't know. I had it up here. Where are you at on the season pass?
Oh, season pass? Well, let's take a look. Where are you at?
I'm taking a look as well.
Oh, okay. I can tell you here. Well, which account?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, never mind. I am
okay,
at...
let's go with both.
Okay.
Both, and how many times you're higher than mine.
Let's see. On my Exterminator account, which is my little fun run account, I'm at. I think I'm at 88. On my Gator account, which is my main account, I'm at 261.
Okay, that's, I would say, respectable. I would say. Okay, I am at 87.
Okay, you're almost there.
Yeah,
you got.
Yeah, I've got a month left.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Days.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that 32 days.
Thursday right now. Right. So yeah, I mean, I should hit that no problem just by randomly logging in and just randomly shooting.
You timed that perfectly, dude.
What are you talking about?
Because you were able to play Ghost of Tsushima and not worry about not hitting your pass. Now you got plenty of time. You're good.
Well, I mean, I played, the season up until basically they, the whole seasonal content, the story stuff ended.
Right.
And now I'm like, okay, so now I can do something else. And now I'm finishing up with Ghost of Tsushima and I'm at 87 and I'm like, hey, I can go ahead and dive back in a little bit and finish up.
Just in time for Guardian Games and Iron Banner.
Yeah, I need to represent at the Titan, I think.
What? No, you said you're a hunter.
I am.
I was going to call you Respawn. Because Respawn in real life is a hunter.
What are you talking about?
Oh, and for the record, it was mentioned that I made a comment about Respawn, and I heard this comment on Two Titans and a Hunter, Night Demon. I said nothing about Respawn's weight because I couldn't see his body. All I could see was his head. This is when we had our little Zoom meeting for your surprise birthday. Now, do you agree with me? He looks like a younger version of Jim not Jim, John Belushi. Do you agree?
I thought honestly that it was Burning Wing. I'm gonna be honest and say that. I didn't think it was John Belushi or Jim Belushi. I thought it was just Burning Wing. I was like, oh, is that Burning Wing? And then he talked and I was like, that's not Burning Wing. I'm like, that's Respawn.
Yeah, everybody was using their real names. I was like, is that Arisen Phoenix? Oh, that's Arisen Phoenix. Sweet. So yeah, it was pretty cool. That was a great time. Really thank everybody for doing that. That was I'll never forget that. It was a lot of fun. So
yeah, neither will I. I mean, we need to do that again. We need to do
I know.
Screw around with some game night or some shit like that.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Hazel. Wow, what a segue. Oh, what a fucking segue. We do want to announce something. As of the shit, I forgot the date. Is it the 23rd? As of the 23rd of April, we're going to have another clan cast. So anyone that is in the Guardian Downcast clan is eligible to join us. You just need to DM me or Hazel in the Discord and let us know if you are interested in, and we've already had some people reaching out. You'll get to pick some songs for our Spotify playlist. And we're going to go kind of have a round table and go around the horn and kind of get everybody's feelings on Destiny and maybe some other shenanigans. So if you are interested in our second clan cast episode, let us know. April 23rd, Friday, April 23rd is when we plan on recording. And it's usually around 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern, just so you know. We're going to have it again. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The last one was
definitely fun.
Yeah, the last one was really fun. It was a great time.
Yep. And then one thing I did want to throw out there is that Gator and I are in talks about doing a community cast.
Yep. We're talking about it. Yep.
So we're talking about that. So if you're in a different clan and you still want to, come on our podcast, then we'll keep an eye out.
And you do have to be in our Discord, obviously, because that's where we record. So
yes.
Keep it in mind. You need to be a member of our Discord or shared Discords. And I think it was a great idea. We're still working out the kinks on that one, and we'll announce it when it gets closer to when we decide to do it. But for now, I think Hazel 23rd of April.
I believe that's what we talked about. Yes.
Yeah. So looking forward to talking to all our clanmates out there, and even some of our new clanmates. Step forward, send a DM to us. We'd love to hear. We'd love to talk to you. So this is your opportunity. If you're in our clan, throw us a DM and tell, hey, I want to talk to you guys on the next episode, the next clan cast.
Exactly.
So do it.
Yep. Exactly. If you want to give me shit for not being in Destiny more this season, go for it. I've got big shoulders. I'll live. I promise.
Do it. All right. Anything else, Hazel?
No. I believe that is everything for now.
All right. Well, we're on to our community questions, and we'll do that next, right after this.
Hey Guardians, would you like to send us a question for the show? Well, there's 4 ways to do it.
Number 1, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, by the way, and you can just lurk or hang out or jump right in and talk with us. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also tweet out almost every week about our upcoming show, guest, and you can respond there with your questions at guardian_d_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast. Remember, that's all one word. And we'll play it on the show for you guys.
SpeakPipe is honestly my favorite thing. But anyway, thank you for all you guys do, and toddles.
And later, Guardian. All right, boys and girls, it is that time of the week. This is where we get our questions from our community, our wonderful community. And we also have a couple speak pipes this week. So let's start with our first one. And it is from Mr. Uncle Scumdeath. Here we go.
Well, hello. Scumdeath here. When you do the dishes after you've had your tea, do you wash the cutlery first, or do you wash the cutlery last? My brother always washes the cutlery last, but I do it first. So my question for the show is, do you do the cutlery first or last? Gator doesn't have to answer this question because I know for a fact that he does not do the dishes. So, love you guys.
What? I do dishes? I do dishes, Uncle Scumdeath.
Dude,
now,
Scumdeath, God bless him.
I do.
Dude, the show where he went on, I loved it.
He's a treat, man.
He's the best.
He's a treat. Now,
he's the best.
Now I have to answer this first because I have to clarify this. I do rinse the dishes off, and I put them in my dishwasher, and then I close the door and run it. So, in that respect, yes, I still do the dishes. But, what's your guys' answer?
But do you do the cutlery first, or do you do the dishes first?
I do the dishes first, and then I put the cutlery in last. What about you, GorillaGolf?
Okay.
What do you do?
Okay, dishes wise, I use the goddamn dishwasher, man. Like,
there we go.
I paid for this goddamn thing. I'm going to use them.
Exactly.
Unless it doesn't fit in there. But for me, I just whatever the hell is in front of me, whatever I grab first. It doesn't matter if it's a fork or a knife or a freaking plate. Whatever's in front of me is what I'm going to put first.
It's the English, man. I don't understand the English. You have to do everything in a certain order. So, there went our UK listeners. They're gone.
I don't know about that.
Hey, that's all right. It's perfectly all right, man. My wife thinks I'm crazy for using the dishwasher. She does everything by goddamn hand. I use the dishwasher because I paid good money for the damn thing, and I'm going to use it.
You know what? We were doing our kitchen remodel. I don't know if you remember back then, but we didn't have a dishwasher, and we had to hand wash everything every night. My back hurt so much that week. Actually 3 weeks.
What are we fucking cavemen?
Exactly.
Like, honestly, what are we cavemen?
Exactly.
Do we not live in modern times?
Is this not the modern age? Yes. I agree, man.
Can I not have some goddamn luxury? Come on.
All right, Hazel, what's your answer, buddy?
My answer is that I do the dishes first and the cutlery last because I fucking hate washing cutlery. That's why I throw that shit in the dishwasher to wash.
Okay.
And then we'll wash everything else by hand. Plates, glasses, everything else.
Okay, so you remember that worst job I said? Yeah, I told you guys.
Yeah.
Well, it's also freaking box boy and dishwasher. Like, it was like a combined job. So I had to like wash these, and it was a gourmet food store.
Ugh.
The best part was I got free food, so that was nice. But the worst part was cleaning all the nasty food that had been left in for weeks on these bowls, and like washing dishes to me is like. I get PTSD from it, and I apologize to anyone who has PTSD. I'm not trying to make a joke of it, but it freaking, oh my God, man, it just sends chills down my spine.
I used to be a dishwasher for a pizza company, and I used to have to scrape those damn pizza pans. And man, you talk about crusty shit. You had to scrub and scrub. Yeah, I feel you, man. I've been there.
Oh yeah.
I hear gourmet food. I think sticky food.
Oh, it's sticky. It's stuff that expires quickly.
Oh, yeah, exactly. All right. We got one here from Mr. Laz.
Hi, guys. Hi, Gorilla. It's Laz. It's golf season. The Masters starts today as I'm recording this. And I, for the first year ever of doing a Masters pool with a bunch of random people, pick golfers, 7 of them, and in certain tiers based on how they play. And at the end of it all, the winner of the pool is the person whose 7 handpicked golfers have earned the most prize money from the tournament. So my question is, who do you think is going to win the Masters this year? Is it going to be somebody new? Is it going to be a repeat champion like Dustin Johnson? Let me know. Look forward to hearing it.
Thanks, Laz. Appreciate that question, man. I knew a golf question was coming. GorillaGolf, what's your opinion?
Okay.
Man? What do you think?
Okay, so I'm cheating now because Justin Rose went out this week and today and fucking went nuts. He did something. He shot 7 under today. I know that's like speaking a foreign language to a lot of these people, but 7 under at Augusta on day 1 it's filthy. And the course, they got pissed off because they had to hold the last year's Masters because of COVID was held in November, which is 6 months later than it normally is.
Right.
It normally happens right now. And the courses the greens are like putting on your countertop. Yep. So it's impossible. You have to have just the best touch in the world. He's at 7 under. The next closest guy is at 3 under. So it's easy to say like, oh, go with Justin Rose, but at the Masters, normally someone jumps out to a big lead early and then kind of chokes it away by the end. Yeah. Rose has never won it before. I would think he'd be a good pick for it. I'm kind of pulling for Spieth just to see the guy come back because he's fallen down. Yeah. Goddamn. I feel bad for the guy. But I'm a Spaniard, so I got to love my boy Jon Rahm. Those are probably the 3 guys that I'd be looking at. I was big on DJ until he shit the bed on 18 today. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think Rose has a really good chance. His game sets it, and he's been playing for so long. I think Justin Rose. So I'll go with Justin Rose, Jon Rahm. Those are probably my 2 guys I'm really rooting for today for this weekend.
Nice. Hey, Hazel, any comment?
What he said.
Yeah, me too.
Smart man.
What do you think about Tiger, man? You think he'll ever come back? You think he'll ever be the same?
So look, I got a little side thing on Tiger. When I was 11 years old, I had the pleasure of going to a Tiger Woods benefit concert, and I was able to meet Earl Woods.
Oh, really?
You know, and yeah, Earl Woods was a super nice man. I'm 11 years old. It was my birthday.
Wow.
And it was one of those things where we were trying to get Tiger's autograph all night. We were backstage. My dad's company had connections, so we were able to get backstage to this concert. Mm-hmm. Got to meet Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish, the whole 9 yards. It was amazing. I got to meet John Elway and all these cool, just amazing celebrities. I felt like a celebrity. It was amazing. Wow. But we're trying to get Tiger's autograph all night, and it's you don't understand how impossible it is to get near this person.
Yeah.
Like there's just walls of people. Well, I see Earl Woods. He's at this restaurant, and and he's sitting in front of this restaurant, and I'm a kid, and I go, you know what? I can't get Tiger's autograph, but I at least want to get Earl Woods' autograph.
Yeah.
So I walk up and I say, Mr. Woods, would you mind if I got your autograph? And he goes, he looks at me, and this guy's a Green Beret, man. He's no nonsense.
Yeah,
He doesn't screw around. He looks at me, he says, he signs it. He looks at it, looks at me, and goes, this ain't word dick without my son's signature on it. And I said, well, no, it's okay. You don't have to. He goes, no, I'm going to take it over to him. So Earl Woods, and he's older at this time, walks over to Tiger in the middle of this restaurant. I'm talking about a crowded, it's Camacho's at Universal Studios. Walks right up to him and says, Tiger, sign this. And Tiger looks right at him, nods his head, signs it, waves to me, on my merry way.
Oh my God, dude. What a story.
Tiger, look, I root for Tiger. I love Tiger. He's amazing for my game, for the game we play.
Sure.
He's made some interesting life choices, as we all have.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're all imperfect beings. I truly hope that he recovers fully healthy. I just hope that this is. I wish he would have just retired after he won the last Masters.
Gone to the senior circuit, or just altogether retired?
He doesn't. No, Tiger's too big for the senior circuit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Those are for guys who are the middle of the road guys who still want to make a few bucks. Tiger could do anything he wants.
You're right.
Tiger could do anything he wants.
Yeah.
Don't taint your reputation.
Sure.
Don't go out there and try to slog it away and keep missing cuts and keep doing this. Don't be like these guys. You are the greatest golfer, in my opinion, of all time. Jack Nicklaus is amazing. I love Jack, and I've got a lot of respect for Jack.
It was a different time
Tiger
back
Woods
then.
changed the game.
Yeah,
he changed the game.
Exactly. Yeah. Did you see his documentary on HBO?
I have not watched it yet, but it's definitely on
it's
on
fantastic.
the docket.
It's fantastic. I watched both parts, and I was in tears, man. It was amazing. All the stuff he was around as a kid, it was some of it was sad, some of it was very inspiring. It definitely don't miss it, man. It's very good.
He's a phenomenon. He's like Hulkamania.
Yeah.
He's like, he's above. He's a step below. He was a step below.
Wait till you see the footage in this documentary is outstanding. Wait till you see the footage, man.
I mean, if I was just reading a book, it was Butch Harmon's book about his dad, Claude Harmon, but he talks a lot about, which was Tiger's coach. Right. He talks a lot about, Tiger and just his mentality and the way he worked and how hard he did everything, man. And he just put his body through so much grueling torture to make sure that he could do everything, man. And I root for people like that. I root for people who sacrifice life and limb to go out and get what they want. Like I said, made some terrible choices, did some things that I personally would never do. Yeah. But guess what? I'm not in his shoes. I'm not Tiger Woods. Right. I didn't live the life that he lived. And I wish nothing but the best for him and his family. And I hope he recovers, because he is truly a treasure to the game of golf. Yeah. And it just shows perseverance and what true domination. There hasn't been another athlete like him since Michael Jordan. Right. Who else can you say? I can't put anyone else on that. He got inner city kids who would never even look at a golf course another way to play golf. Mm-hmm. He got people who would never even look at a golf course to go play golf. For me in my industry, he's on Mount Rushmore. He is the mountain. Sure. You know what I mean? Sure. So it's I will always have a spot for him.
Totally get it, man. After I saw that documentary, I kind of at least got an inkling of what it was like in his shoes, and what he had to go through. So definitely watch it. Sorry, I didn't mean to segue there, Hazel. We have a ton of questions, dude, from our Discord, and we got to start chipping away at these, man. Do you want to pick one up first?
Let's do it now.
Let's do it.
All right. So, oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to start with the ones that we have so many that we actually had to like leave some unpenned. Yeah. So I'm going to start with one of the unpenned questions first for our beloved guest here. It's from Sneaky Snack, aka Nope Rope. Question for the guest. Have you ever actually played golf with a gorilla? If so, what was it like? Also, where were you
that they allow a gorilla to play golf?
Unfortunately, no. I mean, maybe if I looked in the mirror while I was playing golf, I used to have a little more hair on the old body, but I've got the kind of the belly of a gorilla. I'm kind of wide in the ass. Yeah, I'm pretty close. I'm close enough. I guess playing with myself, but I don't know what kind of rating you guys got on this podcast.
I don't think that's what they mean by playing with a gorilla.
Well, you talked about shafts, so I was like, I thought that's where we were going. Okay. Sorry. I guess I misinterpreted the question.
Okay. Oh shit.
Hey, we are. I don't know if we're Gator. We never talked about that. What's our stance on bestiality?
I have no clue, dude. I'm not going to answer that now. We'll talk about it after.
We're just going to move on to the next question.
Yeah,
how about that?
That sounds like a great idea. Okay, I got one from Jealous here. Question for the show: what is your favorite brag that shows your age? It always goes to you first, Gorilla, by the way.
Oh, man. My favorite brag that shows my age.
Okay, let me think about this one.
I don't know. That's a tough one, man. I guess it would be like, God, I can't even think of it. You guys go first. Give me a second. Let me think about this.
I have this on my Twitter profile. It was meant as a joke, but I have on my Twitter profile, I've got Atari 2600 beta tester. So that's how far back I go in gaming. And so yeah, I guess that would be my brag that shows my age.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one. Yeah, I'm like
here's just a quick one. Just a little quick one. I had the high score on a Galaga machine at the pizza place I used to go for like a total of 2 weeks. I was so proud of it. I wish I had a phone. I wish I could have taken a picture of it.
What were your 3 digits?
So
what were your 3 digits? You remember?
JMA.
Okay.
JMA. Oh wait, that's my initials. I never got crazy. I didn't do anything stupid.
Okay. Mine was TOD. Yeah. That's a humble brag. There's a brag that shows my age. Yeah. And yours.
Yeah. I have no idea what the hell mine is. I'll think about it though.
All right.
I definitely will.
All right, we'll come back
as we go on.
All right. Okay, grab another one there, Hazel.
All right. So, unlike Gator, I'm going to hit the questions for our guest.
Okay.
So there are a lot of questions here revolving around football.
Okay.
So we're going to tackle, no pun intended, a lot of these.
That was a great pun. Oh God, I would have owned that. I would have owned that pun.
He does that.
Maybe.
Sometimes it goes over my head. Sometimes it doesn't.
Most of the time it does.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So, all right. So the first one here from Admiral Nips. Question for GorillaGolf. Jimmy G, hot garbage or that GIF of a flaming dumpster floating down a flooded street?
Oof.
That sumbitch, man. If you would just stay healthy. I was such a Jimmy G supporter, man. Availability is your number one ability, fellas. And the motherfucker just can't stay healthy. If you could just stay healthy, guess what? Took us to a Super Bowl. And you can't deny that. Yes, he missed a throw in the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is an asshole. Whatever. I'm not bitter at all. You can't tell. But guess what? We traded up for the 3rd pick. And guess what, motherfuckers? We're going to get Justin Fields or Trey Lance. Not a problem at all.
Really?
If we take Mac Jones, I swear to fucking Christ on all that is holy, I don't know what I'll do. But if I had hair, I'd tear it out. I swear to God, if I take that Pillsbury Doughboy known as Mac Jones, who looks like he was playing in a high school rec league or something, college rec league, the other day, and we take him and put him in, because that's just Jimmy G 2.0. If we take that sumbitch, I don't know. I'm going to have to, not watch the season, and it would kill me.
Hey, Gorilla.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. The Bucs showed, they took care of Mahomes last year. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because he was, dude, that
Yeah.
mother effort. I don't know. That pass he threw when he was like literally on the, like flying in midair, like 2 inches above the ground and flinged it up.
Right.
That offensive line was hot garbage. My boys, Ndamukong Suh and Levante David.
Oh yeah.
Go Big Red, Nebraska
yeah.
Husker, go
Hell
Big.
yeah.
They put a hurting on him, man.
Whoo, did they? All right. Sorry, Hazel. Sorry to derail us.
No, well, you actually answered Jay's question, which is, who do you think the Niners should take with the third pick? So you already said that.
Okay.
It said, well, actually, his question was, who do you think they'll take, and then who do you think they should take?
Okay, so I swear to God, I think this is all smokescreen. I think Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are going big brain here, and they're trying to freaking smokescreen it up. I think, okay, call it now. They're going to take Trey Lance. They're going to take Trey Lance because they're going to pro days for Mac Jones. They went to pro day they're going to pro day for Justin Fields. They they went to Zach Wilson's pro day. They did this with all the guys they've picked high. They do this thing where they go and look at these other guys, and the guy they really want, they don't even watch. They didn't attend Trey Lance's pro day. For some reason, I just got this inkling, it's going to be Trey Lance. If they do take Mac Jones, I swear to Christ, you'll hear me yelling here in freaking Southern California until I leave.
Well,
That's awesome.
Speaking of Jay, he says, question for the show. What did these guys have to give you to get you back on the mic? Oh, shit. So can we reveal that now?
Oh, God. Just the pure guilt of having to rearrange, getting on and pushing everything back. I felt so bad, and I felt terrible for egging Gator on for so long and stringing them along. And I know, but I truly wanted to get on because like I said, I truly appreciate what you guys do, and I really wanted to be on here.
Well, if you remember back when I asked you the first time, you were dealing with the wildfires out there, dude.
Oh, dude, it was nutso, man. It was nutso. We had my mother and father-in-law. They were staying with us for a little bit. It was just dude. It was just pure smoke everywhere.
I
just
couldn't
smoke
imagine.
everywhere. Just air quality was terrible.
Ugh.
I'm definitely not going to miss that. I'm not going to miss that at all.
I bet. Yeah. All right, Hazel.
All right. So, Admiral Nips had a follow-up question.
God
and
bless him.
it is.
He is the man. He is the man.
I love that guy.
Yeah. He's not trolly at all.
He truly is the admiral.
That's what I like about it, though.
Exactly. And from what I've heard from Fluffy, he has nice nips. Also, thanks for the Dodgers beating the Brewers in the NLCS a few years ago. So I don't have the memory of the best team of my life getting beat by the cheating Astros.
Ooh.
So that was just a little PSA from him.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, those cheating trash can Bastion pieces of shit. I swear to God, I'm so happy I'm going to Texas because I want to go to Astro games just wearing a Dodger jersey and getting a goddamn trash can and just walking around like with a drum, like I'm on drumline, just banging that thing around. I swear to God, I'm going to make every Astros fan feel like the biggest, most worthless piece of shit. I don't care if it's a little kid. I don't care if it's a 5-year-old kid. I'm going to be like, your team cheated and they suck. I'm going to go walk right up to him, man. There's nothing more in sports I hate than the Astros. There's nothing more. They're the most cheating piece of shits. I swear to God, they ruined they took a moment away from my boy Clayton, where he should have had that World Series way earlier on. They made my boy Jansen look even worse than he already fucking does. Don't get me started on that. He can, nah, man.
Why did you get him? Why did you get him started, Hazel? Damn it!
No, freaking the Brewers. God, I'm sorry that his team is so shitty that they're never going to make a World Series, that I could take the Dodgers bench right now and freaking get a better team than what they had back then. And I'm still bitter about the fact that his boy Ryan Braun took an MVP away from my boy Matt Kemp when Matt Kemp clearly outplayed him that year. And Ryan Braun's a cheating piece of shit too. So there you go. So he's got a cheating piece of shit on his team, and then the Astros got a bunch of cheating pieces of shit. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
Hey, Nips, if you're listening, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Nips. I got one here from Laz Max, I should say. Question for the show: traditional irons or hybrids?
Oh, traditional irons.
Yeah.
Although I have been experimenting with like a driving iron, but I just I don't know.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay. So Jay has another question for you. Were you one of the people setting off fireworks last year when the Lakers won the championship? What about 2 weeks later when the Dodgers did it?
Wasn't that crazy?
Winky face.
Oh, okay. I'm a loud motherfucker, as you can tell. And I was screaming so loud, and a grown man when the Lakers won. Yes, it was great and amazing, but the Lakers have won so many titles, and I don't have a love affair with LeBron yet. I'm still a Kobe, God rest his soul, man. I'll always be a Kobe fan. And Kobe is, I got to meet on that night I was telling you guys about. I got to meet Kobe. I got to meet Kobe on that.
Wow.
I swear, I'll put that in Discord. I've shown that. I was 11 years old. Kobe Bryant's second year in the league, puts his hands on my arms, takes a picture of me, no entourage, nothing around, wearing just a gray suit, man. I'll give you that picture in a second.
Okay.
But I will always be a Kobe fan. So like when the Lakers won, great, it was awesome. But when the Dodgers won, because of all the pain and all the anguish and all the years of sucking and being the worst team in the division and just never getting there, and after 2017, after being cheated out by those pieces of shit, it just, all the emotion. I was overwhelmed. I bawled like a fucking baby, man.
Yeah.
I've got it on video. I wanted to just see my reaction. I just put the phone down, put it on record, and I bawled. It was next to getting married and having my children. It's probably one of the happiest moments of my life.
That's awesome, man.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to see if we have any more for. We do have a couple more
Sweaty.
here. Yeah. Okay.
Sweaty has one.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sweaty Spooks, question for the guest. How would you describe Destiny to a gamer who hasn't heard of Destiny? Also, favorite comfort food item?
Oof. Okay. Comfort food has to be like those little zebra cakes.
Oh.
Those little zebra cakes I love so goddamn much. I don't know why.
Little Debbie's.
Mm.
Oh, those little Debbie zebra cakes.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, those for sure. Or like those, like the Girl Scout cookies, the Samoas. I forgot. I think they're called Samoas, but the freaking ones with like the little bit of pineapple and freaking. Oh yeah, any kind of Girl Scout cookie. Yeah, those are definitely comfort foods.
Nice.
And then explaining Destiny. God bless.
I know. I was trying to think of it too.
A game.
Where do you start?
It's a game. It's a game where we travel around the solar system, fighting an unknown darkness. When we find a bunch of side sex, and it just really doesn't fucking make any sense. And yeah, and there's PvP. That's how I would describe it. I think that's a really good explanation.
Okay.
Side sex?
Sex, as in put a T at the end of it, like T sex, like hey, come on, I know, I got that myself as soon as I said it. I was like, they're gonna think I said sex. I wish there was side sex in Destiny. That would spice it up a little bit.
All right.
I think that would be the M version of the game.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, that worked.
I don't know. You follow some of these guys on Twitter, man. I think that would be their best day on.
Yeah. Okay, continuing on here. I got a question for Mrs. Hazelnut. Shout out, Mrs. Hazelnut. A question for the show. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do?
Climb Mount Everest.
Wow.
Ooh, that's good.
That is a good one. Hazel?
Damn you, Gator.
What do you mean, damn you? That's a good question. Shit. Oh, I got mine.
I think I'd probably try to fuck around and be a streamer.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's a great one. I like that.
For me, I played baseball way up into college. I love hitting the ball. I really wish if that was the question, I'd want to play pro ball. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
My
My brother was a great baseball player, man.
I miss baseball. I used to play. My company would have softball leagues, and I would go opposite field home runs. I still can do it. I think I can. I don't know. I haven't done it in a while, but God, I just love it. I love hitting the ball.
My brother was like Mr. Baseball where we grew up.
Yeah.
So like he's also 6'6", 330 pounds.
Oh, well, that'll help.
Holy hell.
He's my little brother.
What?
And yes, my little brother.
Oh, shit.
He was it's just an amazing pitcher all through Little League and all through, high school. And I mean, he could hit the cover off the ball, man. He played against Bryce Harper in Vegas. He was a great first baseman, great pitcher. And so, dude, I've got so much respect for baseball players.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
It's hard for me to watch it because I just get that, oh man, I just get that feeling of when I used to play. But I'm old and gray now, so it's not for me. But if that's the question, that's my answer. Did you get to answer it, Hazel?
Work for yourself, Gator?
Yeah, I do, but still, I can't go play.
So you
pro
said
ball.
like
He said he was going to be a streamer.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, but you said like your company, and I was just like, huh?
My company?
Yeah, you said your company would do like.
Oh yeah, I did. I used to sponsor. I used to have company sponsored. My company would sponsor softball teams. We go play. It's not the same as baseball.
I got it.
It's just slow pitch,
I thought you meant
but
that, like, I thought that like you said your company and like it's just you out there playing.
Best moment ever is when your best friend is thrown underhand softball, really nice and just a freaking grapefruit right in front of you, and they swing and strike out. There's no better feeling than that walk they have to make back to the dugout after they strike out in slow pitch softball. It's great. All right, sorry, I'll derail us if we let it.
That's a dick move.
Oh man, it's hilarious. All right, where do you want to go from here, Hazel? We got a lot to choose from, man.
Yeah. So I've been pinning some of the other questions. I don't know if you
saw them.
Yeah, you've been deleting them. Great. Okay.
No, I've been deleting them as I ask them.
Yeah, nice. All right. So I'll tackle this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Elmer Fudd, do you think a race with people on pogo sticks playing the trombone would be Olympic Games worthy? Maybe Winter Olympics? And do it on ice. And he says at Hazelnut. But I'm going to open it up to all three of us.
I'm gonna decline on that one.
I'm
gonna
too.
say that's gonna be I'd watch that on YouTube though for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I think the Olympics has gotten way too specialized. I like the original events.
God. Yep.
Yeah, that's my opinion. What about you, Hazel?
I'm right there with you.
I don't know. I mean, I could see that being more on a reality show that Gator would watch.
Oh,
but,
definitely. I'm there, man. No. I'm definitely there.
I see like Guy Fieri hosting something like that.
Yeah,
he could definitely do that.
God.
All right.
Come on.
Let's see. Okay, it's a good question for us. This is from Sharp Valor. He's one of our newer guys in our Discord. Welcome. Question for the show: Would you rather only be allowed to play Iron Banner versus Six Stacks, or be allowed to play Trials of Osiris? This is such an easy answer for me, but I'm curious what Gorilla has to say.
Okay, so would I rather play Iron Banner against only Six Stacks
versus six, full teams,
or play Trials?
Only
Trials?
only be allowed to play Trials of Osiris.
Like which version? Are we talking about like this version right now?
I'm assuming today's version.
I would say.
I would play
Trials.
Any version? Okay, well D1 version, shit, I'll play that all day.
Okay,
but D2, hell no. I'll play Six Stacks because normally Six Stacks aren't exactly the greatest teams in the world.
Not always.
Just letting people know.
Not always.
They're not always the great because they're usually a bunch of friends and they usually bring a few bums with them. That's where I can go kill them. Usually I'm the bum. Usually I'm the bum, and I have these like great fights. You ever see the memes? It's the one from Kung Fu Panda or whatever, where it's like, this will be the greatest battle ever, and it's like the two like shittiest players just missing shots at each other, and then finally someone dies. Yeah. That's me with like Bastion finally killing someone. But I would probably choose if it was D1 Trials. Yes, I'd choose D1 Trials. But other than that, I'll choose Banner.
Hazel.
I would say give me Trials, just so I can get it over with. And I don't know who would ask this question. This is a horrible question.
This is an awesome question, and I live for Iron Banner. So that's an easy answer for me. I'll take 6 stacks all day long if I don't have to step foot in trials.
This is a terrible question. Ugh. Ugh.
All right.
Those answers were nasty.
Oh, whatever.
That's terrible.
All right, let's keep rolling, man. We got a bunch.
All right.
Can I get an option of like banging my head against a wall?
No.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
No.
I'll take that. That's what I would take.
Either
That's
or.
what I would take.
Oh, shit.
I like that answer instead.
Damn it.
All right. So, question from Drafty. Is it wrong that I finished a strike, collected my loot, and left the fire team with 2 dead blueberries after they left me to speed run the strike?
No, it's not bad at all. Do your thing, baby. Do your thing.
Yeah, I answered this in the Discord accidentally. I said Drafty. That's a Bungie problem, not a Drafty problem. So you do what you do, man.
Yep, I agree. Nothing wrong with it. I'll allow it. Let's go.
Exactly. Okay. I'll let you ask the one from Nips, because that is addressed to somebody else. Okay, Uncle Scumdeath has just got a ton of questions here. I'm watching the Purple Rain video from Prince, rest in peace, but goddamn, there are some bad haircuts in that video. So my question is, was the 80s the worst era for haircuts? I say yes, because I had a haircut like these. I want to see pics. No proof. You got to give me pics. Uncle Scumdeath. What do you think, Gorilla?
No, I think nowadays haircuts are the worst. I saw this kid the other day. His head looked like a soccer ball. Like I swear to God, man, this kid then they do it on purpose. It looks like they lost a fight with a lawnmower, man.
Oh,
I'm sorry, man. There's some of this shit where especially here in California, man, some of these cuts where they think they're looking good at the shop, man. Like they got to take a look in the mirror again, man, because some of this shit looks like it's straight out of what's the one with Wesley Snipes and freaking Sylvester Stallone, where they got the funky ass haircut.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Demolition Man. This is some Demolition Man haircuts I see going around in this sumbitch, man. It's ridiculous.
What do you think, Hazel?
It's awesome. I would say the 80s. I would say sure, just because of COVID, and I haven't been outside to see people's hair in a long time. So
when my son went
Gentlemen,
to
I may lose signal here.
Okay.
So if I do,
okay,
I just want to say thank you so much.
yeah, man, no worries at all. No worries at all, man.
We'll keep going until
yep, that's fine. If we hear you, we'll understand. My answer is simple. My son used to always just get out of bed and go to school. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with your hair? Oh, this is the look, Dad. The slept-in look. I'm like, all right, whatever. So the 80s at least we were trying to be preppy. We're trying to be presentable. So I'll leave it at that. All right, Hazel, let's keep rolling.
all right. So I just lost it.
Oh shit.
Okay. We'll go with actually where'd it go? Damn you. Okay, I think Golden God has the same question there a couple times. Golden God, question for the show: propane or charcoal?
Ooh.
Charcoal. No question. Charcoal. Propane's easier, of course, but charcoal, like you get the good flavor.
Definitely, I agree with you there, Gorilla. But I'm lazy. Just let me crank up the propane, man. I
get you. Laziness factor. 100%.
I got a Weber out back. It's old as dirt and it still works, so I just am too lazy to switch. I get your sentiment.
What about these pellet? What about
pellet grills, I'm looking into those,
dude. I want to get a Traeger. I want to get a Traeger so bad. I've turned into my father. I've turned him into my father.
You're cheap.
I care about like wood pellet grills and shit like this. It's sad.
I got you.
But I definitely want to get one. Dan Patrick keeps trying to convince me to get one. I know. Man. I'm almost there.
I've been seeing those stories too, man. I know. It was a Men's Journal magazine. They were talking about all these greatest pellet smokers / grills. I'm like, you could do both? Okay, I'm in. But I'm cheap, so.
That's funny. I would agree. Charcoal all the way, but I'm lazy as well. And yeah, time is always a factor. So I don't have time to dick around charcoal.
All right. One for... One from Truth Lives. Question, by the way, Truth, I heard you on the other podcast this week. Great job, buddy. Question for the guest and Hazelnut. Gator cannot answer it. RNG Gator or Gator?
Oh, Gator, come on, man. It's you.
Thank you, man.
It's all you, buddy. It's all you.
And Hazel, we don't care what
And
your
I'm
answer
sure
is.
RNG, hey, I love you, buddy, but right now I'm a prisoner of the moment. We're going with my
There you go. There you go. And Hazel doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what Hazel thinks. All right.
Oh, ouch. Well, you keep that up, I'll change my damn answer.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. What's your answer?
Runga, by far.
Damn it. God damn it. All right.
Actually, no, it's got to be you because Runga doesn't even do a podcast anymore.
No, man, he doesn't mean anything to anybody anymore. He's got he lost all his clout, man. He gave up his podcast. Tough shit, dude. That's the breaks, you know? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you, man. You know what? Me and him talk more than ever now. It's great. I love it.
Yep, exactly. It's awesome.
All right, we're on a roll. Let's keep rolling.
Okay. So, question for the show from Sharp Valor. With every major change happening in the tower, they get closer to what Destiny 1 was before Destiny 2 launched. What are your thoughts? Good or bad?
Yeah, good question.
The closer we can get to D1, the better. The closer we can get to D1, the better. I haven't stayed completely up on everything. I haven't stayed completely up on everything, so I'm not going to say I know exactly what they're doing, but the more I get from D1, the more I'm realizing I'm liking the game more.
Yep. That's my answer.
Yep, I agree. Bring it.
Okay. Speaking of RNG Gator, he has a question for us. I don't know why I'm reading it, but anyway. Would you rather be on the show and interviewed by Elmer Fudd, Hazelnut, and RNG Gator, Runga, or just Gator?
Oh, that's terrible, man.
That's see what I'm dealing with?
Terrible.
You see?
That's terrible. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit right there.
Thank
that
you.
sounds like a question my wife would ask me, where I'm going to get in trouble no matter what.
Doesn't matter, right?
So I'm gonna abstain from that.
Thank you for that. And
That's
again, no one cares what Hazel has to say. All right, next.
That was a question for our guest, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you might have some 2 cents there. Okay. No,
why
never mind. Never mind, because you were included.
Would I be on a podcast with myself?
No. Okay.
Uncle Scumdeath has a good question here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what our guest is going to say here. But if your bearded dragon shat all over your daughter, would you laugh? It just happened, and I laughed my ass off.
As a person with a bearded dragon, I do have a bearded dragon.
Nice.
She does not. Her name is Dodger. She was named Dodger before we found out she was a girl.
Nice.
But regardless, I think it's a relatively unisex name. If she shit all over my daughter, I would just clean it up, and my daughter would probably try to play in it.
Okay.
That's fun.
Okay, well, yeah, of course I'd laugh. And my son did have a bearded dragon as well, and finally he couldn't take care of him, so we had to send him back to the pet store. Let's see, man.
Yeah, I would laugh too.
What do you think? A couple more each, you think? Or you want to keep rolling?
I guess.
Well, we'll keep rolling as long as we can here.
I got like 2 left, guys. Got like 2 left.
Let's do 2 more.
Best.
Let's do it.
2 best.
All right, you're going to take us out, Hazel. So I will say this first one, and I guess I'm going to ask it. We lose him. Still there?
We're getting. Nope.
Still there, Gorilla?
Here. Hello.
Yep. We got you. All right, here we go. We'll get him out of the way. Here we go. This is from Admiral Nips. Oh, yeah, we're getting... Okay, there we go. This is from Admiral Nips. Question for Gator. Do you have a pit in your stomach on Monday afternoons when you log into Discord and see a whole bunch of comments in the show segment feedback channel? Boy, howdy do I.
Obviously, I can't answer this question.
Yeah, but you can imagine my feeling every Monday.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
And if it's a Saturday, that means it's Dez's turn. So, yeah. So, love you both, but, you know.
Oh, Dez. God bless him.
Yeah.
He is. Dez is one of my favorite human beings.
Yeah, I hear you, man. All right, Hazel, take us out, man.
Yeah, another question for the show. What has been the hardest boss in Destiny for you to beat? Mine was Skolas and Axis from Golden God.
The a-hole from the ball guy on oh god, what that's the Leviathan. It's freaking Spire Stars. The boss on Spire
Oh,
Stars.
yeah. He was nasty.
Okay,
Okay.
that
Yeah, we're losing you, man. We get it. If you can hear us, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I'll send him a thank you in the chat.
Valkor.
Valakor.
Yep.
Yes, he was a pain in the ass.
Yep.
Yep.
That's all right. Yeah, Val. Well, yeah, he was scourge of everything. That whole last part of the raid was chaos.
Yeah. Skolas was pretty crappy too, though. Gotta admit.
Oh.
So. Well, hey, everybody. Thank you very much for sending those questions into our show. Man, we tried to get through a lot of them tonight because, we had some really great questions. And if we didn't get to yours, they're not going anywhere. They're still here in our Discord waiting for the next show. And boy, we got a great show next week. So I think you guys will be pleased. I'm already giddy. I'm looking forward to it already. So thank you very much for sending your questions in. All right. I believe it is time for us to pick our songs for our Spotify playlist. But first, Mr. Elmer Fudd has something he'd like to say.
Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah, Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
Thank you, Mr. Elmer Fudd. You do such a great job on our intros. As a final part of our show, we're going to pick songs for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. Just a little sample of what the two of us and Mr. GorillaGolf here have to listen to, or like to listen to, and we'll invite you to listen to it as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify. Not the podcast. This is a separate playlist. And we're also on iTunes for all you Apple guys out there and gals. I'll post a special link, of course, in our podcast description, wherever you catch your podcasts these days. We now have currently 622 songs, 44 hours, and 28 minutes of music, representing all of us and all of our past guests. And of course, I usually post some videos in our Discord under our music and TV channel if you want to know more about our picks. All right. Mr. GorillaGolf, let's start with you, man. What'd you pick tonight?
Okay, so for your enjoyment, I chose Stevie Ray Vaughan with Little Wing. Just
nice
a song, man, that, and then look, don't get me wrong here, and you'll know from my next pick how much I respect Jimmy.
Yeah.
But Stevie Ray Vaughan, that Texas blues, man, when he gets going on that guitar, it speaks to my soul.
Yeah.
It speaks to my soul, man. I could put that song on any time, and I could crack a beer and just and life is good.
Yeah, man.
And then my second song, I chose Jimi Hendrix, Castles Made of Sand. And the reason I chose that is because just listening to the lyrics, it's just it's kind of a sad song when you truly listen to the lyrics and listen to what they're saying.
Right.
But it's just talking about how easy things can fade away, how things can just disappear in a blink of an eye, man. And I always look at it as how to cherish those things that you take for granted.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well said. All right, good picks, man. We needed a little bit of classic stuff in our playlist.
Oh,
I just can't. I
wanted to go yes, but I wanted to leave that to you, big guy.
I love this. God, I love yes, man. I got two songs
I
already.
could give you 50 yes. I could put 50 yes songs on there,
and I probably will eventually. But you said I remember we were talking in the DM. You were looking at music, and you're like, "Damn, you already picked that one too?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was me. Sorry."
I was proud of you.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
That's one of us. Yeah.
We don't like Missio, Hazel? What do you got? What do you got against Missio, man? All right. Anyway,
we just have half their playlist in there.
Okay.
No shit. I was looking through that thing. It's a monster, man.
It's taken a life of its own. That's for sure. Yeah. Hazel, what'd you pick this week, man?
All right. So my two picks. I'm actually kind of pissed off because I had my 2 picks picked last week. Actually, I knew exactly what I was picking and everything else. So, my first one is "Faith No More."
Okay.
Epic.
Beauty.
This is just a fantastic song. Yeah. It was funny. I forgotten about this song actually, and then we were watching a movie, my family, and we were just it was on, and I was like, I went immediately to my phone, middle of the movie, and my wife looks at me and goes, she's like, "You're going to add this to the playlist, aren't you?" I was like, "Maybe." I was like, "If it's not already on there."
We have those moments too. That's why I'm laughing.
Dude,
exactly.
But that song is literally it's named so perfectly. It is one of the originators in rock and rap, you know what I mean? So it just has that feeling, that gritty feeling, and then the just a little bit of piano at the end, man. It's just everything's amazing, man. Dude, it's a great song. I give you 2 thumbs up for me on that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I give half a thumb.
Thank you.
Half a thumb.
Well, it's a potato thumb.
Oh, wow.
So, all right. And then my second song is Nevada Nevada, if you're Nevadan, I guess, by Bastion with Cozy Zusseldorf. So for anybody who doesn't know, this is actually Ascendant Nomad's intro music. So I've been a frequent visitor of his stream, and somebody dropped 50 subs in basically one sitting.
Wow.
And after Ascendant Nomad kind of broke down and cried a little bit, he played this song and started dancing, and it was a really cool moment. So
damn, I wish I was there.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man.
That's really cool.
He's a really class act. That's a good guy right there.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that was his intro music. So I had to add it.
You said, Gator, you got to listen to this song. I'm like, holy shit! I was wondering where that song came from. Oh, that's a great song. It's a great song.
Exactly.
Well, okay, my pick time, right? Yes, it's another progressive rock band from the UK. Now, let me clarify here. The reason I have been mentioning these European bands is that I think many of us U.S. rockers, U.S. and Canada, I think we miss out on this great talent that's in the UK and other countries like Sweden, Norway, hell, even Poland. I'm on a mission to plug these great talents
Can't forget
there.
Poland.
Yeah, man, there's some good music out there. And
fucking Polish, man.
I don't understand. I don't know where it comes from, but they have fucking fantastic music. And that's why I've been kind of on a mission to plug these talents out there because, someone may check into it like I did and just say, wow, where's this been in my life? So it's just really good music. All right. This band, they formed in 1985. They've released 10 studio albums. They have a couple offshoot acoustic projects under the guise of a quintet, if you can believe it. They've sold tens of thousands of albums with never having landed a major record deal, and they basically have toured Europe and North America, played with many of those progressive rock bands that I've mentioned for the last 35 years. They've released albums all over the years under their own label, Avalon Records. The song I chose is off their 6th album of the same name, and it's the song and album Empires Never Last from the neo-progressive rock group Galahad. Man, this is a really great sound, and they are still touring today now that, hopefully more soon. So, okay, for my second pick, this alt-rock band was formed back in 1980 in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. The New York Times once described them as dense, shimmering guitar pop. I can agree. It definitely has that kind of sound. It was very popular in my youthful high school days, and it was one of my favorites to jam to when I was cruising around with the stereo blaring. I know. That's probably why my ears ring today.
Was it like a Trans Am or something?
Yeah, it was in a Camaro. Yeah, yep. 72 Camaro. Yeah, I had souped it up.
Jean jacket.
I don't know about that, but I was more of a t-shirt.
Mullet.
I was more of a t-shirt guy. No mullet.
Too.
It was close to a mullet, but not quite.
T-tops and stuff.
Yeah.
We got to hit up Mrs. Gator for the pick of Gator with the mullet going. Got the mullet going.
Oh, no mullets. I never had a mullet. I was too geeky to have a mullet, but
I wish I had enough hair for a mullet.
I had plenty of hair, but it just didn't cooperate. I kind of did the middle part. The 80s middle part was the style back then. So, okay, this song is off their 5th. Listen to this. Their 5th of 25 albums they've released to date so far, and the album name is Starfish. And the song is, you'll probably know it, it's Under the Milky Way by the iconic group The Church. Their latest album,
beautiful song.
Their latest album, by the way, was released in 2017, called Man, Woman, Life, Death, Infinity. What an awesome name for an album. I listened to it a little bit last night. It's really good, and I might actually add some of their music later in the year. So check out for that. All right, as requested, Mrs. Gator has chosen a song for this week, and she says this. Damn it. We heard this song at a restaurant last week, and it reminded me of how much I liked it. For your information, Todd, that's my name, tried to steal it from me. Enjoy Missed Connection from the Head and the Heart. It is a good song. I was whistling it today.
Great song.
Yeah,
Great song.
Good song.
Nice.
And Xanafan711 gave us a song this week. He says this: I'm on vacation in Vegas with my girlfriend, and we went to Venice Beach for the day yesterday. Since GorillaGolf lives at least kind of close to San Dimas, we drove through San Dimas yesterday. I may have raised both my arms and yelled, San Dimas High School football rules. I figured this would be a good choice, so we chose San Dimas High School football rules by the Ataris. Nice touch, Zan. Hope you're having a good time, by the way, man, with you and your girlfriend.
Dude, Zan, love you, brother. You know how much I love. I've had many a long conversations with Zanny, man. He is a great person, man. I wish nothing but happiness on that man. Yeah. Nothing but happiness.
Yeah, me too,
and
man.
God bless. I hate San Dimas High School because those sons of bitches beat us every year in football. And they were the first school to get an artificial turf field. And they had like solar power, and they had all this nice shit. And we were freaking stuck on these mud fields, and God bless them. But yeah, that's another tangent.
Well, dude, great pick, Zan. Great pick. Great timing on that too, sir. Hey guys, that's a wrap. Another episode in our collection. For our listeners out there, we have 89 other episodes with interviews from gamers all over our community. So take a look at those if you're just finding out about us. Spread the word out there. If you like what you're hearing, we don't really do much promotion for our podcast, so whatever podcast app of choice out there, hit that share button. I always forget to do it. But when you hear a good podcast, tell your friends. Not saying we're good, just saying if you like us.
Oh, you're good. No doubt about it.
Thanks, man.
You're good.
We appreciate that. Don't tell Hazel too much. His head's big enough already. Anyway, and also, if you guys would like to leave us a review, especially on iTunes, hit us up. We'd like to hear it. And we'll actually read it out on the show. We just appreciate everything you guys do out there. So thank you very much. And, we try to give a little bit lighter take on Destiny and life in general. So thanks for that. Thanks for listening to our little show. We really appreciate it. Mr. GorillaGolf, this is a time of our show where would you like to put out any contact information, how people can reach you out there?
I don't know why you would, but I mean, honestly, no. If you truly want to get a hold of me, get at me in one of the many Discords I'm a part of. Yeah. Obviously, GorillaGolf, or you can find me on Twitter retweeting a bunch of dumb crap, usually about sports. But at GorillaGolf 1987.
Very good.
Nice.
Hazel, how about you, man?
Hazel, NT, anywhere and everywhere.
Gotta love the branding. You can contact me on the Twitter at Todd the Gator. Remember, that's Gatr. You can also find me on Steam and PS4 as Gator, all caps Gatr, underscores in between. I'm also on YouTube as Gator-Guardian Downcast, where we actually post our episodes every week now, so check that out. You can find us, our little podcast, on whatever podcast whatever podcast catcher you use out there. And you can also listen to it directly from our website. Just go to guardiandowncast.com. Well, again, thank you very much, Mr. GorillaGolf. We really appreciate it, dude.
At the end of the day, I just want to say thank you so much for having me on. This has been an absolute treat. It got my juices flowing again. It gave me the feeling of being back on RNG and just conversing with people. As you can see, I have there's nothing holding me back as far as how much I want to talk, and especially about subjects that I truly love and stuff that we share in common. And speaking with two really good dudes who honestly, like I said, I truly enjoy just listening to you guys every week. It's a bright spot in my week when I see that refreshing of a new episode coming out, and I just hope you guys just keep plugging along and keep doing what you're doing, because it's truly a service to me. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels that way.
Wow. That's nice of you to say, man. Thank you about that. You know what? I have to share this. When we had Des Raven on many moons ago, he said kind of the same thing. He said, my wife's sitting here with me, and one thing she said to me when we ended the show is like, man, it sounds just like you guys back when you guys did Rng Cast. It kind of brought back memories of how you guys were talking back in the day. So thanks for that, man. That was nice. That's nice.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, of course.
Hey, Guardians.
Guardians are measured by their ability to come back from defeat. So stand. Fight!
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Get toddled.
Later, everyone.
Get toddled.
Get toddled. I love it.
I hope we can get Jay to drive by you and take a picture of you. No.
Yeah.
Oh
get
my
up.
God, dude!
Hold on.
God bless him, man.
I got his number. I'll call him.
Me and him were supposed to get together and finally see each other, have a beer, and then fucking COVID hit through this whole thing for a
Yeah.
while. Oh, dude.
Right.
Gear Dad's good people, man. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's the ready and the weapon. The ready of the weapon.
Mhm.
Readying. Fuck me running. Of the weapon. Yes.
Underwear.
Batman or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Beatles or Led Zeppelin?
Led Zeppelin.
Would you rather travel the world on a tight budget or live in one country in luxury?
One country in luxury.
Ikora, Cater Zavala.
Ikora.
Simpsons or South Park?
South Park.
DC or Marvel?
DC.
Roller coaster or carousel?
Roller coaster.
Mario or Sonic?
Mario.
Vader or Yoda?
Vader.
Lefty or righty?
Lefty.
Are you afraid of heights?
Yes.
Winter or Summer Olympics?
Winner.
Hazel, I know it's been 90 seconds, dude. What are you doing to me? Oh,
Is he gone?
he f***ing dropped, didn't he? God damn it.
God, because I was like, damn, man,
I
it's
was
been
like-
90 seconds. I know.
You'd already hit 40.
I'm like 400.
You'd already hit 40 questions. I was like, I'm out of questions. Holy shit.
Holy shit. I was like, damn, man, I know I'm good, but I ain't that good.
Oh, Hazel. Where'd Hazel go? Oh, man, of all the f***ing timing. Oh, shit. All right, that's all right. That's all right. It's all right. Well, we'll pretend like you didn't hear him.
Just.
All right, hold on a second. Let me stop this a sec.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. All right.
I've been drinking.
That's a soundbite.